Yeah, I mean, she took everything. Brian looks like right after that yell, right? Like he yelled, she took
No,
everything,
no, this is post Yellow. This
This is
is
the
after
reality
talking to the
kicks in.
lawyer.
oh,
He
okay.
just got off the phone with the lawyer.
And
Reality sinks in. I was like, you know what?
she's taking what, Steven? She's take no, 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 not the yacht, not the
And that
yacht.
bitch can get away with it.
Yeah, you can't
He's
keep
been
getting
missing.
away with it.
He's been missing from work for like a week now.
Mm-hmm.
God, he's called. They don't want to get rid of him because he's too good at his job, but they're like really concerned because he hasn't been there for a week.
Yeah, I mean that happens, right? Like we can't lose the guy, man. We got Jim, go over to his place, see if we can cheer him up. We need him back. And you're probably wondering what or where. We need him back here on the ADLR podcast. Thank you guys for watching. We're on a weekend recording episode because Papa got busy. Not in the courts. Just like unless I don't have Godzilla skills, I don't want to bring that.
I mean, no one does. So I mean,
I just didn't want to say that out loud. I want to clarify because the last thing I need is Godzilla with some clean sneaks on my doorstep, right? I don't need that. I don't need those problems with a basketball. I don't need that. Basketball, if you will. Anywho, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so this is gonna be a little different. We're not looking at chat the entire time. We're just looking at our beautiful faces.
looking at Randall.
Yeah, looking at Randall's new camera, as you can see, video listeners.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. Like Anthony's camera looks like it's 60 frames. Mine's 60. Randall's just one frame every 3 hours.
Yeah. So this is the first frame of his video,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll be coming up soon. Shoot. Anyway, I stayed up late last night playing State of Decay. Cause I'm like, you know what? There's a new update out. It fixes some stuff. They updated the field of view. Now I can make it wider for this ultra wide screen. And then I'm like, I'll start a new thing of Heartland, which is like the story based mode.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, cool. All right, I'm getting out of this, and I just left. I literally started it, killed like got the what is it? The community thing set up, and then I'm like, I'll come back to this. And then I fell asleep. Yeah, and then I fell asleep. Like in the chair. I was falling asleep in the chair. Because it was like 2 something in the morning. So I guess I'll start this some other time. I don't know why I thought 2 a.m. was the time to start this. So here we are, right? Speaking of which, I'll review this on the next episode. Lovecraft Country, Randall. This is one of those things I can't recommend enough that you cannot watch.
Why?
Because everything you don't like watching on screen is pretty much happening. Besides sexual assault.
Oh yeah,
There's racism in it, like blatant. Like I want to go through the screen and beat the shit out of people.
I can deal with that because racism is just ignorant.
There's magic / demons, possessions.
I'm imagining. Scene starts, shows the whole town, zooms in. This guy says a slur.
Yeah.
Turns to his boyfriend, and then they become demons.
There's gay. There's gay. There's homosexuality. Yeah. There's homosexuality.
Gay.
Yeah, he's gay. Okay.
I was yelling.
Jay.
Yeah.
From Modern Family. I never ended up finishing that show.
No, I got really far into it, and I was like, "Oh, this is the end," and like another season, and I'm like, "Nope, not for me."
Yeah, I got to a point where I'm like, I'm done with this family, right? It's not modern anymore. I've been here for like 10 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so cool. It's one of those like, it's live action anime, in the most entertaining form, and it includes time travel. Anywho, I'll talk about that next time. You said, Randall, you mentioned Nightmare Alley, right?
Yeah.
And Brian, you still haven't seen it, but you have it on your to watch list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Where do I start with that? Well,
Nude.
Yeah, technically someone does. Anyway, movie opens up with Bradley Cooper, our main character, dragging a body to the center of the room that within a hole that he dug, sets it on fire and leaves the house. And then gets on a bus. The bus drops him off in front of some like store that was in front of a circus. He then walks into the circus instead, joins that circus, becomes, learns as much as he possibly can. Story that's kind of where like the first act starts. I don't want to ruin the rest. It's basically a journey of Bradley Cooper's character, and the characters they meet, and what he does to like the things he learns at the circus. I don't know if anyone's been to like a circus or like a magic show where the point is like not deception, but like how can you deceive an illusion or make it appear as real as possible? And in this movie, it shows a lot of those tricks happening because they show them performing it on people. Yeah, because he's learning it as he goes, and then he's trying to be like the biggest star, like the biggest magician / showman, or whatever in the world or whatever. So we see that arc of him. I mean, spoilers. It's like the scarf. It's like, yes, he makes it big, and then the downfall, right? It's like one of those epic movies where it's like you see the rise and fall of a person. And it's really cool. Acting, everyone did a phenomenal job. What's his name? Our boy Goblin's in this, doing great. Willem Dafoe as well. What's her name too? There's another person here that's more than one. There's a lot of big names in this that are doing work. Kate Blanchett, sorry. Rooney Mara, Willem Dafoe, Toni Collette, Richard Jenkins, David Strathairn, Ron Perlman's in this too.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Super entertaining. Loved it a lot. Slow pace, obviously, because it's like a huge rise and fall kind of story arc, so the pacing's a bit, we're not necessarily like walking through mud, but we're not like at a brisk walk, right? We're just like slowly, okay, we're trucking along, but things are happening. Cinematography's cool. Oh, we get to see Bradley Cooper dick, which is something I never thought I'd see. I saw it.
Yes.
That's how I got it. I can add that to the dick list.
I think I'm gonna sign off and
yeah. We'll see you guys next week. Yeah.
This podcast.
Anthony has a dick lick list.
Yeah, I got a dick lick list. Bradley Cooper's on it.
ADLR.
Yeah, ADLR.
Anthony's dick lick list. Dick lick list.
Yeah.
Ratings.
So we got 2 already. Because if Janelle was here, she would automatically add Jonathan Majors. Because every time I watch it, I'm usually like zooming off and cannot stop complimenting the man. He's not Tom Holland levels of make you cry, but in Lovecraft Country, he's like, God damn it.
He's a good actor, dude.
Yeah. What are we doing after the dick lick?
What are you trying to do?
Yeah, so what do we do after that? What was I talking about?
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper's on it. Yeah, that's right. That's what it was. Yeah. So that's a plus for the ladies or men who want to see his dick, right?
Whoever has a dick list.
Dick lick list, right? I don't know if I can put that as a name of a
DLL.
Yeah, I guess. DLL on the ADLR. Or ADLR's DLL. That's what the episode's gonna be called.
That's who the episode's gonna be called?
Yeah. Again, I just woke up.
Dude.
I just woke up, so.
Bro, February's almost done, Anthony. You gotta get your shit together.
I mean, I did pretty well so far for the month of February.
I mean, I guess said hello when you said Happy Valentine's Day. So.
Yeah, that's a possibility. It was this month.
No, that's what happened. You started a podcast. You went Happy Valentine's Day, and I went hello.
Oh, okay. Shoot. Yeah, talking about Nightmare Alley. Definitely recommend it. It's like again slow pace, really good time. There is some cringe, like there's a trick and people are like believing it's real and treat like it's some cringe like that makes sense because people are like they're taking kind of advantage of their actual life, like when they're speaking to people on the other side it's like, oh, you have a daughter, and they actually do, but they know that because they're like kind of signaling each other, and they said this and this and this, and then you're like, oh, they didn't. They're actually dead. But you see the people like they're doing it too. Like shout out to them because they look like they're believing it.
Mm.
So definitely cool. Definitely dope. Oh, I still had this open. My porn window. Oh
To
man.
add to your list, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, after I saw Bradley Cooper's, I paused it, and Jana was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I gotta add to the DLL." She's like, "Oh, okay," and she understands.
Mm.
I try to think who else would be on that list, and I'm like, "There's too many men. I think I'm gay." Uh, Speaking of men, Randall, I think me and you, was it me and you or Brian? Did you end up watching Kingsman or no?
No.
Oh, so
But
it's
I
me.
had a question I didn't get to ask.
Oh, I'm
Randall,
sorry. Go for it.
did you see the Street Fighter 6 revealed little teaser?
Yeah.
How'd you feel about
It's a good question.
visually?
I didn't like it.
Oh, like a lot, or are we just like, I would have done it differently?
Do I really want to go down this path?
Dang, that's what you thought to yourself when you saw Street Fighter?
No, I mean like this conversation that we're having right now.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's up to you. If you feel like you're hard pressed, and you're like, I don't want to speak to the public. We can move on.
I'm not hard pressed. It's like love it. So for the very longest time,
Yeah.
I've always felt like Ryu doesn't look correct. He's he's 100% Japanese man that doesn't look Japanese, and I feel like
Oh, they haven't gotten that
with
right.
every iteration of Street Fighter, he starts to look more and more and more white. Now this dude has like the most broadest, strongest jawline I've ever seen, and he doesn't look like an ounce of Asian at all.
That sucks. I haven't seen the teaser at all. I just saw that it was like it wasn't gameplay, right? It was just like a
Mm-mm.
yeah. So that's why I didn't bother watching it.
And then, of course, the new character who's supposed to be the face of Street Fighter 6 is, to no surprise, another blonde haired, blue eyed guy.
Oh, is it the?
Like,
Is this the one that you guys are talking about? That's supposed to be the face of Street Fighter.
Yeah, Luke.
Luke. That's what it
yeah.
was.
Um, and you know what's funny is like, I'm not going to even say it's funny. It's just, I'm just going to put it like this. This feeling that I'm feeling right now, I've never had this feeling. I've had several people tell me, I've heard conversations, I've watched videos of people talking about this. It's kind of like one of those things where like it's the elephant in the room where everyone talks about it, but you don't really participate in the conversation. It's
Yeah.
like you're aware of it, but you're like you don't really think about it. And I've never really thought about it. But for years I've always heard conversations about, um, diversity and fighting games or whatever the case is. And I don't know, for whatever reason, for me, this was like the straw that broke the camel's back for me. Like all these years, I've never really cared or never really thought about it. But I'm just like, you have an opportunity to create something new, and I mean, there's so many different like ethnicities in this world. Like you can make anyone, man. Like it could be anyone could be cool. Like why is it always the same thing?
Especially when
So
there's
that
different especially when it's martial arts backgrounds you can pull from, right? Or different styles anyway. What does he? What does Luke do?
MMA.
He does
yeah,
MMA.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's like and I think what bothers me, I think what probably bothered me, or what started to bother me, like what triggered this, is because Luke is supposed to be the poster boy now. Like he's supposed to be replacing Ryu as far as like the poster boy of Street Fighter.
Which is like a not Japanese looking man
yeah.
to a definitely not Japanese looking man.
So it was it's how Ryu looks, and you got this Luke character who I just don't like the way he looks at all.
I think Brian
It
said
has
the
nothing to
same
do with
thing.
his ethnicity. It just had like his design is just
He looks
he looks
stale.
like a douchebag. He looks like one of those dudes that like wears the super V-neck shirts. The one you remember like it was like a fad like the dudes who used to wear the V-neck shirts, but it was like the super V like the V-neck
It was like in the
collar
middle
used
of
to
their
come all the way to like the middle of their chest.
yeah
Like a capital V.
yeah
Yeah.
capital V.
The dudes who like have no respect for people and you know like I'm getting that type of vibe, but whatever. I'm just talking about the aesthetics, like how he looks, obviously. Um, and I understand that MMA is a huge thing, but like there's so many different forms of martial arts. It's like, why is everything American?
They're
I don't
running out
even
of.
think I don't even think they portrayed the MMA well with him. He just punches shit.
Yeah,
The MMA is supposed to be mixed martial arts, but all he does is
He doesn't
I'm
have
gonna punch
grapples.
that. No,
What the hell?
doesn't have any jiu-jitsu. He just punches and then half-ass kicks. Like even the form doesn't look like what you would see in real life.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Every time I watch any MMA clip, they're sort of kicking, then bam, they're grappling on the ground, right?
A lot of them. Well, there's also people who will literally only swing at you.
Oh,
But even that is mixed martial arts. You got some boxing in there or something. You got like Muay Thai in there.
Samipo Makanouchi.
I feel like if I was Capcom, and I'm sorry if I'm going off on a rant here. I'm having like a Brian moment,
That's fine. I
but
mean, what?
I feel like if I worked for Capcom, I feel like what would save Street Fighter obviously aside from like the mechanics of gameplay, I would try to go like a um I would try to go like an injustice route as far as like heavily story driven. So like I was just sitting here and I was just like thinking of random things. I'm like, why couldn't they do something like an origin of Sagat? Because he's been missing and he came late to the game of Street Fighter 5. He was the original boss in Street Fighter. It's
Don't they,
like,
don't they have that level with the bosses in the back, or
The
like
Four Kings,
the Four
yeah.
Kings or something?
but then he got replaced by Fang, which
Mm.
is whatever.
Fong.
Fang.
That's the guy that does
Everybody
Fighting.
the
double does it.
yeah
Yeah.
The Disney character.
yeah.
Um they could do something like that. They could do like the origin of Sagat and make Sagat the poster boy and um have like have completely new characters or like characters that he met up with or crossed paths with just before it became like, you know, the Street Fighter that we know as far as story is concerned. That way you get new characters, you get a new story, but it's new but it's not new because it's centered around an original Street Fighter character. And
It's like
then like go ahead.
I would say it's just like shedding light on some other part of some lore. Like you're just deep
Yeah,
diving.
exactly. I think that's what makes people appreciate uh or make the love grow for the title is because of lore. And I mean it's always been about I don't know, their stories have just been stupid, which is why nobody really cares about story mode. Because the stories are stupid.
I don't remember going into story mode for 5.
It was a big waste of time.
I think I
The
recorded it. I think I did go on the story mode.
the big character, they would be like, yo, he's gonna be a problem, Nikali. He teleports to a random place in the world, gets his ass beat, and turns into dookie mud and leaves. And then finally he does it, and he's like, I've mastered the art of nothingness. Hadoukens him, and he's like, damn. and then you never see him again.
Yeah. That's trash.
What they need to do is just reboot the whole Street Fighter story.
That'd be pretty dope. But I guess
Reboot it and make it make sense, not just throwing bullshit into an arcade game, which is what it feels like.
it's like it's being designed for arcades still. Oh well.
I don't know, man.
You mentioned Injustice 2, and I'm like, it's about time we get another NetherRealm game, right?
Yeah, he's teasing something to come, but the way he's alluding, it seems like it's gonna be not Injustice, which is upsetting me.
I'm okay, because they've been doing good with the story mode for both games. Like, they know how to release a full package fighting game is what I'm excited about. Good story mode, things to do offline. Like, with remember Injustice 2, you had the multiverse thing you can do. And then there's online play, which is something I like, where Street Fighter's like, hey guys, test our online. Hey, it works. Good, that's the only mode. But the story...
Make sure all the hair clips.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, we'll see. I haven't seen the trailer, the teaser. Is it just those two characters that they show? Luke and Ryu?
Yeah. They're in a dark room. They show Ryu's cock line. They show that he has sandals now. They show that he has a beard canonly instead of the costume. And they show that he's shaped like the guy that plays Kylo Ren now. He's fucking wide as fuck. Which
they keep making him wider and wider then, because he was wide in 5.
He looks like after this, type in Daimon, King of Fighters, and he looks almost identical to this character.
Let me look it up. I mean, why not Daimon? D-A-I-Mon?
D-A-I-M-O-N.
Yeah. From what series?
King of Fighters.
Okay, well. Oh, okay. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Now, if he plays like Daimon, I'm happy. He's a fucking... If he touches you, you die grappler.
Well, that would also differentiate him. I mean, not that there wasn't anything different from Ken, but it would have showed that he's aged and he's tried a different style or something, right? Like he's learning different martial arts or something. I don't even know if that's a thing.
This is what pisses me off. Every game's a random fucking section in the story. It's never Street Fighter 3 to 4 in that order. It's so far the latest point in the story is Street Fighter 3. Street Fighter 4 is before that, and then Street Fighter 5 is in between. We don't know when the fuck this game's gonna take place.
Oh.
We just know that Luke's the future.
Well, it'll probably be after 5 because Ryu's old as shit, right? Isn't he older? Or is he has a beard?
I don't know. Because if he has a beard and then it's right after then what happened to the beard in Street Fighter 3?
Oh. Yeah, let's reboot it.
They need to reboot this shit.
Just start it over.
They're trying to fit. And everybody's lore is a sentence that carries on throughout. Guile's like, Air Force guy. All about justice and his family. 17 years later, Guile, the American Air Force guy. The character lore is one sentence long. And then, this is our story.
And now we have a sick-ass soundtrack for him, too. That's it. That's all we need.
Chun-Li, a cop who's trying to avenge
her father's death.
Okay. So that happened in every arcade story, basically. Now what?
Yeah. She's still looking.
Yeah. Interpol cop, try to avenge... All right.
She's done nothing. Got it.
Ryu's story is just basically this.
Staying quiet and... All right, I guess I'll fight you.
That's his whole story right there. Just reboot it, actually care about your story for once, and then boom, you're good.
It's so much, man, that they could do, man. It's But like you guys are saying, they'd rather play this one-note song. I don't even care about Street Fighter anymore. I'm not excited at all.
Did they mention a date at all, or is it just that the teacher said, hey, it's coming?
More info coming summer 2022.
So that's... so I wonder if they still have to deal with PlayStation. They'll probably shut off during PlayStation's state of play for near the E3 time. You know how everyone has their own little show.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they just all abandoned E3.
The good thing about where fighting games are right now is we don't need another Street Fighter. If this is ass again, with plenty of stuff alive and well.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Capcom, for doing your. Now I was say yearly, but your fucking repackaging release garbage. Thank you. We played
And
it.
I called
it.
I'm
Like
like,
it.
Countdown. I'm like, they're probably gonna report introducing the Capcom collection.
Yep.
Make something.
Make
anything.
Do something.
People are like, hey, you should port Marvel 2 with rollback on PC because no one can buy it right now.
Yeah.
Puzzle Fighter. If they, the only time you'll see me be a hypocrite in my words is if they do that kind of collection with the Versus game. If they do a Marvel 1, Marvel 2, X-Men versus Street Fighter, all that into one collection, add like good rollback, do ranked or whatever, and it's on PC, I'm gonna shut the hell up and buy it.
Oh, okay. I keep seeing Marvel MVC 3 on sale a lot. New MVC 3 a lot, so
I mean, I own it. Or you know how older Blaze Blue titles. Hey, we're rollback beta. You don't even have to make a new Marvel game. Put it on Marvel 3 or Marvel 2.
It'll spark things back up. I don't know.
It's already sparked. Parsec playing Marvel 3 through Parsec was a resurgence.
Shout out to Parsec. Yeah, I don't even know. I saw that they were doing the countdown. I'm like, it has to be Street Fighter. It's gonna be Street Fighter or the Resident Evil remake. And then you told me it's gonna be after the tournament. I'm like, it's Street Fighter.
One thing I'll say about the trailer, I don't mind the art style. I just think one of the characters has no style that isn't just gutter trash, and then I just want to see Ryu in motion.
I also don't like. I don't think anyone's caught aimed for the same thing Smash Bros did. Right? No one's done that yet.
Here.
Everyone's here.
Someone's done it before Smash Bros.
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat was the first one to do it.
That's true.
And then they're like, an Armageddon.
Oh, Armageddon. And then they fell back.
Wouldn't it be crazy if we make more money by giving you a King of Fighters? I think almost every King of Fighters has DLC. Rock Howard was DLC. You had to buy him every time.
Really?
To my knowledge that I can think of, I know 14 DLC. In this game, he's coming next month
as DLC. Jesus, what's wrong with everyone? Just make him first if you're gonna add him to every game.
Because they know people are gonna buy the game, so that's $60, and then spend another like $5 to get this guy.
I don't know. Oh, Ren, I know you're not gonna get the Steam Deck, but Tekken 7 was shown off on the Steam Deck by Harada, so it runs.
I can't think of a good reason for me to get it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not really mobile like that.
That's why I said I know you're not gonna be like backflipping over your DLL, but
if it was like college days, then I definitely would have jumped on it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of, I guess as of this recording, there's a bunch of, the NDA went down because it came out yesterday. So technically the launch. So there's a lot of like benchmarks and people using it and stuff. And I'm like, thank God it turned out fine.
Yeah. People are saying nice things. And they already said they might be doing higher end ones, which kind of makes me sad. I wish they just made it able to be like modularly upgraded.
Well, this was their first go. So maybe the next one will be modular in some way. But maybe not. Because they're trying to get that, they're trying to aim for that like Switch type of UX or user, like usability, UX, UI, whatever, user experience, where it's like, yo, I'm cool, I got my Steam games installed, play, that's it, dock it, right? On Switch, you can't replace stuff. Like, I hope this takes off and Switch is like, all right, we got to bump up the fucking horsepower here. Let's release Switch 2 or something.
Let's have actual online.
And that too. I know the new dock from the OLED version comes with an Ethernet. I'm like, good for you. You put an Ethernet slot in your dock.
Did you look at the picture of the Steam Deck dock?
No, I was going to, and then I got into, and then I started doing the thumbnail stuff, and then we started.
Here.
Is it
Scroll
here?
down, then you'll see it. Doesn't seem like too many ports. I don't know how greedy they're going to be with the cost, but they said it'll launch late spring.
That looks like 3 USBs? Or is that Ethernet? I don't know. Let me see. Where is the list of? I guess we'll see. It looks pretty basic, so it shouldn't cost that much because it looks like it's slanted a bit just to keep the deck there. But yeah, even from an OS standpoint, with like whole system-wide 30 FPS and stuff to save on battery, and they thought ahead in a lot of stuff. So
It looks like the one that you spec for me is going to work with this. It looks like you see that wire coming from the top that goes into the dock.
yeah,
Looks like it's just USB-C.
then that should be fine.
It's just the only thing is it won't stand up.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to get that email so I can finally get my hands on it. I mean, that's all talking without emulators and stuff that you can install on this. So just with Steam's library, and then you can start adding stuff to the Linux OS that's running in the background. If you're like, I'm gonna add some emulators and stuff, and you can just play.
And second thought, mobile porn machine.
Yeah, and
You got
that's
the
it.
option.
There you go. You want to fantasize about your DLL, you'll be able to do so on the go.
One more thing about the Street Fighter look. It looks like it's whatever engine Resident Evil's running on. So Luke's face looks like they made Jill from the third game a man. And then they made it look like Redfield knows how to do Hadoukens. That's what Ryu looks like.
They quickly just grab the same assets, put them in there, and then like let's make them look like the Street Fighter characters real quick, and then tease them a game. Oh my god!
Jill got a gender swap, and then Redfield took his coat off and learned martial arts. And that's what it looks like. As a summary, I guess.
I heard about that too. Like they just used a clip art logo and modified it a bit. That had SF on it.
Look at this logo. This is how little they care about their IP. You remember how Street Fighter's like, colorful red, orange, splashy, it has personality?
Well, especially 4, right?
Looks like Scooby-Doo's necklace.
Oh, wow, you're right. This looks like Scooby-Doo's necklace. I knew it looked familiar because I saw that logo before, and I'm like, where have I seen this? I think you hit it right on the head with the Scooby-Doo. That's that. And they just splatted on 6 on there. Yeah, you're right. I think they did grab that clip art. That's wild. It's like that teaser trailer was like, hey man, when no one's talking about Capcom, we have until Monday to make a teaser trailer. And someone was like, what? And they said, go. And then they came back with this.
It aired at the end of a tournament, and it was Daigo trying to make a loser's comeback for the finals of the Capcom Cup. And he's literally like taking his time, and people were in the chat are basically like, "Yo, can you lose so we can watch this?"
Yeah, for real. Like, but we get it. But you got to losers in, like we're here to see a trailer for the next evolution of disappointment. So, shit, fuck that. We'll see how it turns out. Knowing Capcom is not going to be at everybody's here. It's going to be let's buy some characters. Who's going to be returning? Who's going to be canned?
I'm definitely not buying this on release. If there's a beta, I'll join it to play it. But even if I'm like, you know what, this game's alright. If I'm like, this is not Street Fighter 5, thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
If Alex or Sagat are not playable on launch, you will not get $60 from me.
That's wild. Now that you're doing that's still a possibility that one of the original bosses or like villains might not be in it.
At this point, we don't know when. 3 years for Sagat, and then they're like, what if we gave Abraham Lincoln really big normals that Sagat used to have, and then release them together so you can see how sad Sagat is.
So you can see how we're slowly just pushing him out. I wonder if that's what they're trying to do. Like all the the new characters are gonna stay, and then like the old characters are not gonna be in the game. And this maybe they are looking to do a new face of Street Fighter.
They tried that with Street Fighter 3 with Alex. He's the protagonist of that.
Then maybe they're trying to do it again. I mean, there's similarities. Isn't Alex from New York?
Yeah, he's from Brooklyn.
And Luke is also American, so this might be the new.
He's just generic white guy.
Which okay.
He's Ken if Ken vaped.
Oh, okay. A modern. He's a modern Ken.
Yeah.
Somebody, I forget what video I was watching, but they they came up with a pretty cool idea. It was like, how cool would it be if like so you know how like Ken trained Sean, right? So
Oh, okay.
what if Sean wasn't a joke character, but he was actually like a really really good character that they brought back, and
Oh, like he developed his skills and stuff, and he became like a legit Shoto.
yeah, and like Luke was somehow trained by Ryu or something, I don't know. And you know how like there's the constant friendship rival between Ryu and Ken. What
Yeah.
if that was like the same ordeal between Luke and Sean?
I mean, that would be cool. That's something, right? That's some sort
That's
of.
silly because Sakura is already the one that's supposed to be Ryu's apprentice.
Oh.
So then why are they not giving her any light?
Everyone has a one sentence light,
Yeah.
and that's Street Fighter lore
That's.
for you.
I keep forgetting Sakura was like she's an apprentice, like a Shoto apprentice, because she does the moves. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah,
So
she
Ryu
follows.
actually trained her?
She just keeps following Ryu around and learning stuff from him, but he's never been like, I'm your teacher or anything like that.
She's just copying the moves, Randall, just like Kakashi,
Yeah, she's literally like fanboying over him and
and just
just
doing as
trying
he
to learn.
does. Yeah. I mean, that's still.
It's those parallels, right? Laura is apparently related to Sean, and she's just doing whatever she's doing. Rose has her apprentice in Manat. G looks like he's just a different Q, maybe a clone or something. Balrog has Ed as his follow up.
That's
Wait,
true.
hold on. Ed was trained by Balrog?
He's
So in Street Fighter 4, he's a test experiment, and then when you beat Seth with Balrog, he finds a kid there and he raises him.
Okay.
And then after that, Ed does his own thing, and then he's an adult because they age quicker, and then he has that. If you do his story, he has his own gang called Neo Shadow, and one of them's a gorilla with clothes on. So he has to be playable, or this game really is going to be ass.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
can't play as a gorilla with clothes on. Karen's being Karen, Ibuki's being Ibuki. Maybe they can make her a wild ninja. It's set so that they could, I guess,
Bring in a new
put the
generation.
legacy characters in the back burner. Yeah, but the way they're doing it is disgusting.
Street Fighter.
The way they're handling them.
For me, it sucks that there's no other modes. Like I didn't play a lot of Injustice 2 online, but I did play the multiverse thing on the side after the campaign because the campaign was awesome for both games. And then I'm like, what keeps me here? I really don't like just sitting. Like if I'm by myself, I don't like load up a fighting game and play that. Right? That's not me. So like having another mode where I can go in there and just casually play the game, and it's like, oh, unlock
Customizables.
Yeah, and unlock different outfits and stuff for each of the what's it called? That was dope. So that's why I'm excited for NetherRealm's next whatever, because I'm hoping it's gonna be that complete package. And
As long as Mortal Kombat 11's customization was a step down, Ed Boon, get your shit together, make it like Injustice or more options,
yeah.
and then make it so that someone can wear your eyebrows.
Oh shit, as a skin, that'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
He'd have to have a good. I don't know if he's self conscious about it, but like that'd be a really good joke. If he can take that as a joke, like and like lean into it. But I don't know. That might be like a sore spot.
I don't know. Seems like he's pretty thick-skinned.
Okay, that's what you did there. Cause he's thick eyebrows.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that
Damn,
wasn't
I'm perfect.
No, okay. Anywho, where do we go from here? Oh, I know where we can go from here. Randall, you have a story to tell us.
I do.
Yeah, about the first time you've ever had Taco Bell.
Oh yeah.
And you even time stamped it. February. You didn't put the time, but you put the date. February 19th, 2022.
I don't know why I wanted to, but I was like, you know what? I think maybe I might have saw a commercial on YouTube or something.
And you're like, let me try this out.
Yeah, because I've never had Taco Bell, and I know a lot of people love Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And I remember remember the last time I was around some people eating Taco Bell is when we went to Inancio's house, and then that dude that you guys know, him and his wife was there, and
Oh, Robert.
we had that whole conversation about zombies, and
Who's gonna eat
Brian was
who?
talking
Yeah.
about leaving pee everywhere, and the zombies slip on the pee and whatever.
Solid tactic. Solid tactic.
Just build diff.
Differently. Yep.
Um. So yeah, I tried it, and I understand why people love Taco Bell because it
All right,
was
but
delicious.
let's start off with we're not sponsored by Taco Bell. So Taco Bell, if you want us to continue to talk about Taco Bell in the future, throw some money our way. We're easy going. Second, what did you order at Taco Bell?
What did I order?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Mm,
Ba-na-na-na-na. Oh, you're looking at
I'm waiting
the
for the app
history?
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could order. Did you go pick it up?
Well, I mean, in your orders, you can click on what you ordered previously, and it shows you what you ordered.
Oh, but
Taco
you
Bell.
used Uber Eats or DoorDash, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant like the Taco Bell app. I'm like, what?
No, no.
I didn't know they had.
So I ordered the two chicken chalupa supreme combo.
Say chalupa again.
Chalupa.
Chalupa. You had a Hispanic thing like flip on it, you know?
Oh,
I mean it's not a bad thing. It just came out of nowhere, so me and Bart are kind of like floored in sitting form.
uh-huh.
Just nut? What the fuck?
Guys, just thought of his own DLL, dude.
It'll get you watering.
And it was a burrito with not burrito, taco with it was the actual taco, like the shell was made out of Doritos. So it was a
Oh,
Dorito shell.
holy shit.
Was there meat in
That
it?
junk was fire.
Like hot or like good or like was
No,
it
like
spicy?
good.
Okay.
Like good. Like so good that you feel guilty afterwards because you know you just ate a bunch of calories.
Yeah. Brian, speaking of, you reminded me of the redness, the spiciness. I think that's limited time. So if you're gonna get that pizza, you better hurry up and get that pizza.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Send
Go
me
ahead.
one.
Okay. Go ahead, Randall. Sorry.
Yeah, so that's all I got. One of them, no, actually two of them had chicken, and the other one had, think it's called seasoned meat.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, no sour cream. I didn't get any beans.
Oof.
Um,
So
Yeah.
so
no
it
more.
was just mainly like meat and garnish, like lettuce and stuff like that, tomatoes. But the sauce and the combination of the taco shell and the meat, everything was like it
Lit.
just worked well together. It was good, man. I was thoroughly surprised.
There you go, man.
And it's crazy because it's like whenever you watch some movies that take place in the future, it's always Taco Bell is like the fast food chain that survives.
Because I
Like when you
mean,
watch
so many people like it.
what's that movie?
Wally.
Nah.
Was there? No, right? There was no. Disney doesn't usually do. I think those kind of collaborations. They just make up some funny name for something similar.
Demolition Man with
Oh, with
Wesley
Wesley
Snipes
Snipes
and
and
Sylvester Stallone.
yes,
That was the only franchise that survived to the future was Taco Bell.
everybody likes Taco Bell, man.
Yeah.
Because especially late night when you're like they're gonna be open and then that's just gonna taste great. You're gonna hate yourself, but it's gonna taste great.
Many things I've had from Taco Bell are small Pizza Hut pizzas, the Baja Blast, and then the churro fries things.
Oh, churro fries. Those are good. I mean, everything there is good. I mean, granted, you mentioned a pizza, which is like the neighbor ones, but that's also good. So you recommend Taco Bell to people, to humankind, Randall.
Hmm?
That
Yeah,
man
he's
just
still thinking about that Dorito Locos Tacos burritos.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like because I haven't eaten today, so I'm wondering if
Same.
I should order some Taco Bell. Sounds like a plan.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know. I already know Anthony's gonna get pizza.
Am
You
I?
gonna get the
I feel
spicy
like
thing
as
again?
much pizza you eat, you should like own some stock in that company.
People told me the same thing about Chick-fil-A, and when I checked, they were private. So I'm like, damn it, I don't want to like get excited and then try to go look up what to invest in, and they're gonna be private too, right?
We'll check.
I'm pretty
Right
sure
after.
Pizza
Pizza
Hut is
Hut?
public.
Oh, is it?
I
I
can
mean,
check right
they
now.
out loud say nobody out pizzas the Hut, so
That's true.
think about it like that.
But then Valdiano's sitting there going like, that pizza's pretty good, and I'm like, you're right.
Yeah. Well, hold on, I want to shut up real quick. If Valdiano's makes a stuffed crust pizza, let me tell you something.
I'll be stuffing my crust in there.
I'm gonna be constantly dehydrated from all the cum coming out of my body.
Damn. That's pretty bad, Run. Like, you could pass out or get a headache. Well, you'll know when you're about to pass out when you get that headache. So you gotta reinvigorate your body with some water.
If you get a headache, you might be a redneck.
You might be a redneck.
I stand corrected.
It's private.
No Pizza Hut.
See what you did there, Ren? Exactly what I was afraid of is what you just did. Right?
I don't think you said his name correctly. You said Rainer.
I said Rainer. I'm sorry. I meant Randall. Right?
I wonder why. That's crazy.
Backstreet Boys did too.
What? Oh, yeah. Yo, good fucking call right there, Brian. With that shout out, throw the fucking gang signs up.
Homeless gang, you know what it is.
Shit. Tell me why. That's all you're gonna hear today, Randall. So sorry. While I'm playing Horizon later, tell me why. And it's gonna be worse because Janiana's gonna get home from work and not want to hear that shit. So I'm just gonna be saying, "Tell me why." She's gonna be like, "I should have just stayed at work."
A few weeks ago, for whatever reason, I had Erica Badu stuck in my head. So whenever it got quiet, I would just start going, "Hey, lady," on loop for like at least 3 to 4 hours.
Let's go.
Just when this is over, just listen to her real quick and try not to sing like her or do the boo doo 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 doos.
I'm the A in Erica Badu.
It's an E, so I mean there is an A in her name, so I guess you are right. I thought
yeah,
like the beginning letter. I thought you thought it was AR instead of ER.
Erica.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like how Littlefinger would say it.
Oh yeah. Erica. And the Game of Thrones. The hell's your problem?
Stretching, bro.
Okay. The saliva men don't know how to lick the we're gonna move on. So the Kingsman, dude. Oh shit.
Kingsman.
Kingsman, dude. Randall, I would like for you to start this because I was going into this with low expectations. And I don't know what. Oh, so was you? Okay, so were you also just having a fantastic time watching this movie?
I was laughing a lot more than I expected to.
No, I didn't.
Especially with that. Hold up. I want to be accurate here. Give me a second.
I guess while you're looking at it.
Oh my god, this link is terrible.
Oh, the one that takes you to the people who are in the movie?
Yeah. I just like the one where it says top bill cast. I don't know who I don't know. They don't have him listed.
Who are you talking about, man?
The weirdest character in the movie.
Oh, Rasputin?
That's his name?
Yeah.
The one that was dancing on the table?
Yeah.
Okay. That dude, like, what the heck, bro?
The Russian, yeah. During that fight scene, I laughed so fucking hard. Cause I'm like, that's me with a knife.
Or the fact when he was fixing his leg.
Oh yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, I was like, what the heck am I watching, bro? Why is his tongue in his wound?
I mean, he healed him, Randall. Sometimes that's what it takes. You would just say no, thank you. I'll just stay with this messed up leg.
Well, first of all, I don't think he made it clear what his methods were, but
the guy's name
as soon as they got weird, I'd be like, all right, I'm good, bro. Like,
he's
thank you, but no, thank you.
He's the fourth person on the cast. Reese Ifans, Gregory Rasputin.
Okay, cool.
It's just he had so much makeup, you couldn't tell who did he look like. With the costume.
Isn't that the same guy who played
the lizard from Spider-Man?
The lizard, yeah, Spider-Man.
Yep.
The doctor.
Same dude. So yeah, Kingsman is like a prequel to, it's a prequel to how the Kingsman service became to be, right? Which, if you haven't seen Kingsman, go watch it. It's really cool. This is the Kingsman, right? This is how did it end up being founded, in a way. And yeah, the main characters it has quite the fucking arc in this. Because midway through when I ran that gunshot, I'm like, I was not expecting that to happen. Like it literally just stunned me. Like I'm like, oh, we're doing this?
So for me, anytime people are out in the open, I'm always looking for somebody to get shot.
Oh, you like that guy's dead.
The things that shock me the most is like when people are in the middle of a conversation and then somebody just shoots somebody in the face. That's the junk that shocks me.
Oh, okay. This was sort of like that, but not really. Right? Like they were in the conversation and they weren't really in the open because they were in the right. But that was that right there. Me and Janina were like, "Whoa, what the hell?" Like it took, like I had to look to see if I was still alive, right? So good, like fucking, not a plot twist. It was more like a. It's like setting the tone. Like, oh, you thought people are safe in this, they're not. Which I guess all the other Kingsman movies.
Wait, hold up. You're talking about the son?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the mom. Yeah, the one with the son. Yeah, that. Well, yeah.
That man nasty.
That was
that was nasty.
Yeah. I definitely was not expecting that either.
Like if I try to when I saw that scene, I try to recall. I'm like, did I ever hear Randall go, "What the heck?" I'm like, because this is what he saw. This is what he saw.
Yeah.
Insane. But besides that, really funny dialogue back and forth. I liked the action sequences a lot in this. Like it was, I'm sure it was like orchestrated or whatever, and some of the stuff is like you really can't do this in the middle of a fight. But it was awesome to watch it go. Because they didn't do a lot of the quick cuts for the most part. Like they'll do some crazy sequences like with the table like jump and stuff, and it's like a wider shot so you can see it happening, and it looks just really cool. I think it was like 3 or 4 major like action sequences, and they were all just awesome to watch. It was entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
The villain was like everything was like comic book levels of silliness, but still like engaging. Like the villain was he spoke like a villain. They even shot it like, oh, who's the man behind, who's the head honcho, and they always shot it with him like not being in frame, like those old classic like 80s or 90s villain TV shows or like comic book shows.
Yeah.
Shit, that even ended it with like a Marvel style type of like, guess what else is coming? Remember?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, they're doing that with villains now. Cool. But it was really dope. Kingsman's definitely a really good time. It was just awesome. And there was some really funny moments. There's some like really sad moments. There's a lot of action in it. There is a bit of, it kind of slows down a bit, I think, because of the events that transpire clearly. And then the last climactic end was really awesome too. The cameraman, is that the same guy? Let me double check. Kingsman. Yeah, it is. I can't pronounce his name at all, so I'm not going to butcher it. But for those of you who know Guardians of the Galaxy, he's the guy that asks Chris Pratt who he is, and he's like Star-Lord, and he's like, who? I think that's this. And if you guys seen Blood Diamond, the Chimera Man, everyone did awesome work. Liked it a lot. Definitely go watch it. I didn't know it was gonna be like on Hulu as well. So like,
Kingsman.
yeah, The King's Man was like a debuted in theaters and on Hulu. I'm like, what? That was weird.
That's cool.
Definitely dope. All right, Randall, we'll come back to you for some peace and quiet. Peacemaker. That was really bad, right? Like, we're just gonna accept it's horrendous and move on, right? We're gonna move on out of here. We have to extract, right? So, Brian, and that's
What
just
the
like
hell's
that.
going on? What are we
Just like
talking
that.
about now?
Extraction, Brian. I'm setting it up. I went the what is it? The scenic route, but we got here, right? Extraction, Brian. Our thoughts, desires.
Like your thought.
With desires.
What is going on?
What fucking Kirby ass sound was that?
I'm in the next game leaked.
I saw people doing a smasher pass with Smash characters, and someone had the audacity to say no on Kirby. He's the master sucker. Like, what?
Yeah, best sucker.
What? Anyway. Go ahead, Ron. Rainbow Six Extraction. We play. I think it's been 2 weeks now. 2 bro op episodes.
Probably. I don't know how to start this off.
I mean,
I've put a good amount of time into Rainbow Six Siege, which is, I consider it the base game for this. I mean, they're related in sense of characters and things like that, but this isn't a sequel by any means.
nope.
A lot of the characters in that game I like. The game itself I like. I just don't play it because it's stressful and I'm not trying to get sponsored by Cloud9, so I have no reason to play by myself.
Uh-huh.
But the game is fun. And they announced, hey, we're making a separate zombie game, essentially. And then I was like, oh, cool. And then I played Back 4 Blood, and I'm like, this could be really good. And it ended up being an utter disappointment besides the Left 4 Dead loop, which is carrying it. Everything else is ass in that game. And then this was around the corner. I'm like, you know what? Let me buy it. And then afterwards, it was put on Game Pass for everyone else to play.
For free?
For free.
Well, not free, but like for Game Pass holders, because Game Pass is not free.
So we finally got to try it after doing the tutorial and waiting a month.
I don't think it was a month. I think it was like 2 weeks.
It came out in January.
Okay, and we're not okay, right? And we played it. What was it? 2 weeks ago. Yeah, like the 12th or 11th. I can look it up. That's and it came out late January, right?
Well, we'll find out. Extraction, release date, January 20th.
Yeah, and we played it 2 weeks ago, so it's before February 20th, so not a month.
Hold on, 1 week, 2 week. When did we play it?
On a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday. Hold on. So, 1 week. Boom, we're in February. This is the second week. The third week is the week of the 10th. And then a fourth week.
I mean,
so on a Wednesday. So almost an entire 1 day shy of a month.
Extraction start. We played it February 16th.
Right. So 1 day shy of a month.
Okay, so not a month. That's what we're here.
It's a February month.
What do you mean?
That's 27 days. That doesn't make sense either way.
I know what you're talking about. Either way,
you're freaking out.
I almost said Rainbow Six.
So Rainbow Six.
This is a naughty episode.
Finally got to try it. It's what if we added stealth to the Left 4 Dead loop and made it kind of rogue light-ish in the sense that if you fuck up and a character gets taken out, which luckily this hasn't happened yet, you can't play him until you rescue him.
But I don't think judging from the tutorials, I don't think those missions are that bad, especially since it's not always the last one.
I don't know.
And you can play it on easy, so you can lose a guy on a hard difficulty, play a level on easy, and it'll show up, so you can make sure you can bring him back, right?
I don't know.
So there's
I
that
hope to
loophole.
never find out.
Okay. What was I going to tell you?
Is that loophole?
And it was that loop. You mentioned loop, and the loop that I'm kind of addicted to, not addicted, but like I enjoy playing for the game is the studies. So the studies are like little mini challenges that you do during a section of the world. Like right now, me and Brian just recently finished New York. Now we're doing San Francisco. I think another area is Alaska, if I'm not mistaken. Within all of those, there's like a multitude of challenges to do. Like, oh, kill these nests through a wall, or use smoke grenades on, like, just things to kind of push you to use different things in the game, which I like, because the game rewards you in some way for playing differently, and you can track the things to do. Like, it's just a checklist. Your Papa likes checklists, right? So I really like that. We 100% of the first area, and I kind of want to do the same thing for all the areas and just do all the challenges and then on the way, because it gives you XP, which lets you level your operator. Your operator unlocks more weaponry, and then like it upgrades automatically some of your gadgets. Like for Rook, I think you have like when you level up, you start off with an armor on instead of having to put it on after you place the bag. More tech items. What else? Who have you been leveling, Brian?
I've been playing Finka, Alibi, IQ, and Ella for the most part. Shocker, these are characters I liked in the base game, so I'm just committing until I unlock Gridlock and Nomad. But IQ can scan equipments on the floor, so if it's the box is like ammunition, I know like 7 blocks away and I can ping it. When you upgrade her, she can start pinging like enemies, and I can on my wrist I can see those little poo-poos that explode on you that have to shoot.
I hate those spores. Yeah.
They highlight red when I'm looking at the Rolex.
Okay, that's a really. I gotta start leveling IQ then, because that's like super useful.
Alibi is distraction, which is so potent. Your own teammate thinks that you're in front of them when it's a decoy.
Yeah, there's video evidence of me shooting one of his decoys, thinking it was like an enemy coming in, and they don't look anything like the enemy. It's just I saw that your icon was away from me, like on the HUD. It's like, oh, he's over here. So I saw that human. I'm like, fucking imposter. So I shot at it. I'm like, this is. Go ahead.
Ella's concussion, stun mines, and then I said 4 names, right?
Yeah.
Finka's baby girl. She heals globally. It's temporary health, but it's enough to not get murdered, and then she can res you from anywhere as well.
That's really good. Yeah, Finka and IQ seem like two. If I can have a Marvel team, right? Info, staying alive, and then I don't know who my third would be, but probably firepower, right? Like, who's got firepower?
Fuse, I guess Tachanka now. Sledge can beat the shit out of people with a hammer. I don't know if that's real firepower or not, but
that's
it's
entertaining. I always pick Sledge on Siege because it's just so satisfying to be like, round start, and then all you hear is a hammer going through the door. Like, he's already here. That's how I get in with Sledge. I literally just grab a wall and just swing at it, and I'm inside.
Caveira, I'm sorry. That's who I want. Zofia, we probably like because she has the stun shots and she has impact shots.
Oh. Yeah, the stun shots will probably come in handy for those bigums. We haven't even gone up against those bigums that Cobra's been talking about, so.
Those bigums?
Yeah. You haven't seen them bigums before? What about you, Randall? You ever seen those bigums?
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Oh, bigums.
Okay. Just bigums, bro. You've seen bigums.
You know. Bigums.
Oh, damn, he saw it. He just looked it up.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Bigums.
Okay.
But
smiling nod.
Smiling nod. That's what I do.
I looked at his camera.
Yeah. What? He looked at your camera, smiling and nodding.
Ah.
Okay. Sorry. Back to Rainbow Six Extraction here. So like Brian said, the roguelite element comes that every run you get a random assortment of objectives in random order for the most part. I think maybe there's some that are locked to be the last one.
No clue.
And you don't have to do all 3 of them. You can fail one in between and continue moving forward, or you can just do one and extract, or just do 2 and extract. Like you do, it lets you kind of like decide how you want to play it depending on how much health you have left. If you can survive the whole thing in one go. But if you're like you only do one objective and almost everyone in your squad has like sub 10 HP, you should probably extract, right? Unless you guys are just about it. But I digress. Anyway, I enjoy that loop because it's like, oh, well, let's go and all these maps have different objectives, so it'll play out differently. There are already some objectives I do not like. So what is it, seismic area? I don't like that.
Cereal cleaning thing as well.
What was the cereal cleaning one? Oh, he's in the middle.
I think that's the one where you stand in the middle with the holograms and then they just rush you.
That's what I was thinking of. I thought that was serial scans or something.
Something like that, yeah.
I don't like that one that much because I was hoping that
anything that forces a gameplay style is silly to me.
It's not that it's silly. That I thought this was made with the intention of always having that choice of whether to go loud or quiet. So I was like, oh, okay, so there's gonna be some that you just have to go in here guns blazing, no matter what you do, which is unfortunate, but it kind of keeps the engagement because if not, you can just go around, kill all the nests, and then now you just finish the area by doing whatever the objective is. Which I guess to counter that they had a timer, but you can get through like each objective area like 6 times before you take up 3 minutes of the 15 minutes they give you. So unless there's less time on higher difficulties, maybe, I don't know. But all in all, we've had 2 play sessions so far. I like it. I want to 100% everything in it. It's super fun.
I like leveling the characters. I like leveling my account. I like seeing that percentage go up. I like unlocking customization for things that aren't real money are kind of lacking. I wish there was a fake currency the way Siege does, whereas the premium currency the one you earn, so you can get stuff in that regard. I like it. I think it's cool to just leveling someone you'll get stuff. I like that when you unlock a skin, it's for everyone.
Yeah. It's not, oh, Binker's SMG got this gun. And you're like, okay, so can I use that somewhere else? No. Go get that skin for that character's gun. I don't like that. Like they're like, let's not be too fucking bullshitty about this. And just, hey, this is a skin, you can just apply it on everything.
Man, this game's fun. If I were to compare it to the last Left 4 Dead like game I played, being Back 4 Blood, I don't see why I would play Back 4 Blood. This is different. It's not like 1-to-1 where that's more like action to run and shoot things.
Yeah, that one's more arcadey.
But I like that. I like that there's risk to it instead of me running at people, only meleeing and then healing off of it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think the risk factor of like not having especially let me gather my thoughts here. There's so many operators that even if you have favorite ones, you won't be in a jam. But if you have like 1 or 2 that you like, I only want to play as these characters, then the risk gets even higher. Because like if I lose these characters, I gotta find a way to bring them back. Like I gotta do an operation to bring them back. Or if I take too much damage, they'll sit out. You just can't pick them. They're not gone. It's just they're healing. And they heal by doing more and more missions, obviously, because technically time passes that way by doing missions.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Even if I didn't spend money on it, I wouldn't feel obligated to like it because I bought it and then it was on Game Pass for everyone else.
Yeah.
But game's fun. I recommend if you have a group of people to play with. If you play by yourself, I don't really know.
Yeah, I haven't.
Maybe your cup of tea. I played the tutorial by myself and that's about it. But it seems like it's more fun. At least pretending to be tactical to other people.
Yeah. We can try. Yeah, likewise. I've done the tutorial solo and then the rest have been in the duo or trio. So yeah, I also recommend it. Definitely it might have got under the radar. Like I know there was like during launch people were like, hey, Extraction is cool. And now that other huge games have released like Dying Light 2 and Elden Ring as of this recording yesterday, it might be overshadowed, but Rainbow Six Extraction is awesome.
I watched a friend of mine play it for a bit against a boss, the Elden Ring. I wish they stuck it to Sekiro where there wasn't stamina. I get why they put it, because, I mean, most of their games are like that.
Yeah.
I just really like the pacing and combat of Sekiro, despite me not really getting too far into it.
Oh, I thought they released. I thought they removed the stamina in general. I didn't know there was a stamina meter. Well, I didn't. I
Yeah.
don't remember seeing it.
Yeah, I want to make a character as well. I don't have the. You get it? You
I'm
get
going
Elden
to,
Ring?
but I just haven't gotten it because I haven't even bought Dying Light 2 yet. Because we're going through Extraction, we still have to finish Nobody Saves the World.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you want to skip it ahead and play one of those games, I'm down to grab it.
Nope. I got seafood is still get bodied in and get old and then restart. I have Dying Light installed, but we have No Man's Hero.
No Man's Hero, bro. That's a sequel to No Man's Sky.
Nobody Saves the World is what I wanted to say. I have too many things, and then I've been putting my Steam backlog on the back burner so that
When you get the
I
Steam
can.
Deck, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. That way you're loaded with stuff. You're loaded with your backlog that you can take anywhere.
So I mean, I have that stuff on Epic. I have a few things installed, like the Final Fantasy remake. I have it installed on Epic. I have Shin Megami Tensei, which is a whole year of content. I have the Rabbids game, which the second one comes out this year, so I need to make a move on that as well. But I've been prioritizing things of this year.
Same. I got it. Like after this recording, I think I'm gonna order something to eat and then dive into Horizon for a
Probably
little
play fighting games. Probably play
for a
more
little
KOF.
bit.
I won't review KOF on this episode. I might finally say something about it next episode.
That makes sense. That's what I'm doing with Lovecraft Country. I just finished Lovecraft Country, so I'm kind of sitting with it for a bit, and I'll do I think and I'll do Earth Gang as well for next week.
Yeah, I gotta listen to albums.
Man, did you finish Sifu yet or no?
Nah, I'm still playing it.
You still
Send
doing?
a
It's gonna take me a
Eternal.
bit
Sorry
to
to
get through
interrupt you.
games because I'm only playing them on the weekends. So
Gotcha.
So your camera comes, right?
well, when my camera comes, I'm still probably gonna only play on the weekends because I plan on streaming on Sundays.
With the Lord.
You'll need a button, Randall, so you can like slide in the Lord on screen.
Oh my god!
It's just Kazuya with Tim's on.
Speaking of which, I like to say that I wish the best and a peaceful resolve.
Yes, good
The
call.
people in Ukraine. This junk is ridiculous.
Thank you for reminding me. I completely forgot. I mentioned putting in. I guess I can still do it because this is not live. I was gonna put the information in the bottom right for that because I think there's
It's
a
a Red
site.
Cross link.
Yeah, there's links and places to go if you wanted to donate and things like that. So I might have to, if I remember to add that in. Good call out. Yeah, shouts out, thoughts and prayers to people in Ukraine.
Yeah. Do you want me to send you the Red Cross link?
Yeah,
Gotta find it now.
just send it to me. I'll add it in post because record. Okay, yeah. Anywho,
I found it.org.
okay. I'm not sure why you're telling me .org, but
I don't know anymore, man.
good.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? We already finished Extraction, right? We recommend
Talking about it.
Yeah, get
This should be without me.
Extraction.
Yeah, you said you already finished it.
Oh no! I mean the segment on it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on, people. Like, right? Randall, speaking of peaceful resolve, tell me about Peacemaker.
It was really funny. I definitely recommend it. I think you guys are gonna have a great time watching it.
Okay.
Long episodes?
I would
Yeah,
imagine.
I think they're like
40 to 60.
45 minutes.
How many episodes?
I think 8.
So you right now. 8 episodes. Not bad then. All right.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
that
down.
seems to be
A sweet spot.
yeah. I'm noticing that seems to be a sweet spot for a lot of uh the newer shows that I've been watching. Everything is like 8 episodes, especially the Disney stuff.
You, you already reviewed Book of Boba Fett, right?
Yeah. He wrote down The Mandalorian, but it was Book of Boba Fett.
And you said nice things about the show.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
He had his
Okay.
gripes.
I think it was saved by certain things, but or certain people. But yeah, why?
I'm technically 2 episodes in, and boy, I think I'm done watching this show.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a slow burn, man. It's like and like I said, they in my opinion they nerfed Boba Fett, so it's like I wouldn't like okay, so when I was watching it, when I started watching it, I was expecting to see like I was expecting to get like John Wick vibes from
But
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars, right?
Yeah. Like this is I'm not I don't want to repeat myself because I already said this on the last podcast, but I just felt like he's supposed to be a legend. He's supposed to be feared, and we're supposed to see that on screen. But of course, I don't know why the writers or whoever's responsible feel like in order to create a show or a movie that has trials that you need to nerf the character. Like I don't know, it's just stupid, man. But whatever, that's what we got.
I don't know why they think that everyone needs to be humanized, and
Mm-hmm.
them doing that with Boba Fett and then making him look like really badly aged Kurt Angle. I don't.
Yeah, he's right, man. It's like he looking like it's like I said in the last podcast. He looks like somebody's uncle who's retired who has like this old busted up armor.
Like he got from a garage sale.
Yeah,
Looks
like
like
he
he
got from a
every
garage,
sentence
like some hand me down.
starts every sentence with I fought in the war, right? That's how he
Yeah.
starts. That's how he looks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a casual Star Wars enjoyer. Boba Fett was one of my favorite characters, and to see from the first episode, I'm like, no. And then my coworker's like, give it a chance. The second episode, I fell asleep during
Oh no.
while sitting.
Oh shit. That
Well, I'm letting you know that you're not gonna if you are looking for the same thing I was looking for when it comes to Boba Fett, you're not gonna get it.
I don't know why.
maybe pivot and take a look at Bad Batch. I really enjoyed Bad Batch. But
If that's like Clone Wars, I already know I like the show.
I didn't watch a lot of Clone Wars. Like I cliff noted what happened, so I know what. So I was because it was canon at the time. I don't know if it still is.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Oh, then just so I know what happened. I didn't watch the whole thing. So I started watching it. I'm like, this is a lot of episodes. But Bad Batch I thought was really cool.
I might just switch to that. This is.
But you have to be
Next
cool.
thing,
You have to be cool
next
with
they're
the
gonna make
formula of they're in trouble. They found the solution. They're out of trouble. Like that's what the Bad Batch is over and over. It's like a It's like a procedural. No, what are those TV shows called? Is it procedural or like what House is? Like House slowly progresses, like the doctor's like stories and stuff in the back end, but the main plot's like, oh, this person has an issue. He finds the issue at the last second. He's smart, like loop with the question mark being how does each character progress in their personal lives, right? So the Bad Batch was entertaining, but it's like comfort entertaining. It's like, oh, what are these guys getting to this week, right? While they're getting chased by, I mean, not spoilers, but while they're being chased down by the Empire, right?
I mean, the loop in the 2 and I guess that 2.5 episodes I saw, 1.5 episodes of Boba Fett that's Boba Fett. Yo, he's ancient. Gets his ass beat, and they're like, no, isn't he a renowned bounty hunter? He wins.
He wins. Oh,
The next episode, yo, that guy's really old. Knocked out. Wait, wasn't he crazy with it?
yeah. He gets crazy with it.
It's almost like the writers was like, yeah, he's old. We're gonna write him like that, and he's gonna have a really tough time. We're gonna see him struggle. But then somebody else at the table is like, "But isn't this Boba Fett?" Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
then now he right. Like, come on, man.
that's right. 5 minutes before the episode ends, he fucks everything up.
Like, imagine if they made a really like further down the line version of Matrix and Neo's ancient, but he's still the one, but he doesn't. He looks like he's 61, right?
Okay.
And then he's like trying to fight ass beat, and then the writers are like, "No, that's the one, right?"
And then he
And then
just
yeah,
does this fucking shit. I hated that movie, bro. Every time
I
I
haven't
think
seen
about
the
it
new
now,
one.
every random like it's eating at me. Like I saw the movie, I'm like, it was fine, right? And then every time I keep thinking about it, I'm like, that movie was trash.
I think everyone thinks that movie is trash.
Like Neo went from like you can watch a clip from the earlier Matrix. Granted, it's all CG and it looks horrendous now, but it's him fighting, right? Neo
Mhm.
did this for 90% of the movie.
Sith magic.
Yeah, like I wish the effect was maybe like a sonic boom and he'll push somebody.
The other thing, it seems like Boba Fett's the complaints for this show I had for Mandalorian. We're like, yo,
Oh,
that guy, he fucks without restraint,
yeah.
and then he's over here trading with the low life people.
Yeah. I always like the
These
soundtrack of
shows,
Mandalorian. It makes me laugh.
the intro to Boba Fett's funny to me. Or like when he comes in, it says, ah! and then boom, 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 boom. Ah!
Okay, I gotta hear it. Now that's gonna be.
Did you pick up on that they're saying his name over and over?
At first, I thought it was, but it's more entertaining for me if they're just yelping.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that makes sense. It sucks that you guys are watching these shows. Oh no, you enjoyed Peacemaker, so if that's the case, then never mind. So I'm juggling two backlog items, which is Narcos and Ozark, and they're very similar, very
Similar.
similar, uh,
Apologies.
in tone and in like the content and the what it's about, right? Cartel for the most part. So I'm just getting a good. And I just finished Lovecraft Country, which I just been watching good TV or very entertaining TV recently. So
I need to keep watching Ozark. I haven't watched in years, and we're like episode 2 of season 2. I want to start. I want to watch the Midnight Mass show you're talking about, but that was when my phone was like, "You can't watch this." The second I hit play, like, "You can't." So
didn't even bother to load it
yeah,
because it's not supposed. I have the server set that we're not doing any more transcoding, so you have to be at max or you can't watch it. You know how YouTube, like if your connection goes bad, it'll lower the quality.
yeah,
I said it so
it'll censor it.
it'll be on that server. It's like no, you can't watch if you don't have the bandwidth for this. You ain't watching this.
Mm-hmm.
Or if the server itself doesn't have the bandwidth, right?
the way they're treating, but I guess to wrap up, and then we could talk about what we were initially talking about, which was Peacekeeper.
Yeah,
To wrap up, the way the show is, if they announce a Grievous show,
you can be scared.
I'm gonna sue Disney.
He's technically, he's canon, so they can make a story with him in it.
He's probably going to be in Obi-Wan.
Oh, that's a good call, dude. That's true.
Good call, man.
Yeah, I would like to see it like a newly rendered Grievous. I mean, when's the last time we seen him on screen? Besides maybe Clone Wars.
When he had robosyphilis and then died.
Yeah, like seeing him like with the tech today to render him on screen. Come on, that'd be pretty cool to see. We'll see.
That's all I had to add. How's Peacekeeper?
Yeah, so Peacekeeper's funny. We'll like it.
Peacemaker, right?
Yeah, it's Peacemaker, I think.
Yeah, it takes place right after Suicide Squad.
Oh, perfect.
The dude who was the T-1000. What's his name? Hold on, let me look.
He's in this?
Me?
Not you. You're not the T-1000, buddy.
Anymore.
Robert Patrick.
Oh,
Yeah.
that guy.
He plays Peacemaker's father,
Oh, okay.
and he's like,
He's what?
DLL.
Oh, he's on the DLL.
You know when you were talking about that movie? I mean, not the movie. The show you was what? Wait, was it a movie or was it a show? I can't remember. But you said that I wouldn't like it because it had all this stuff in it.
Lovecraft Country, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he would fit right in because not on the like demonic or anything like that, but like he's a racist.
Oh,
and like Nazi type racist.
Oh shit.
Like out with it. Straight out with it. Like there's no hiding it. It's just blatant in your face.
Like he's wearing it as a pride, like a badge of pride.
He is known as the White Dragon. I think that's what it's called.
Isn't that what? Wait, that's I thought that was Ku Klux, the KKK stuff.
Well, there you go.
Isn't it? Brian, correct me if I'm wrong here. Isn't that?
Don't they have Nazi roots? KKK,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway, he's in it, and he's like super hardcore with it. So there's drama or there's a dynamic between him and John Cena's character because obviously John Cena is, well, he's blind. John Cena's I can't talk. John Cena's character is blindly like that. So basically, like, let's say for example, if your father was racist and he raised you, there's a good chance that you might be racist. But if you were exposed to people early enough, you may not be fully racist. You might be blindly racist, meaning like you might say it's kind of like how some guys are misogynistic or like they're like they don't know that they're being a jerk because they were raised a certain way.
Okay, yeah.
So they don't know like, oh,
they don't
you're
know any
being
better.
sexist. Yeah. Like what you just said was really sexist. And he's like, what? No, I didn't. I gave her a compliment. No, that was sexist, bro.
Oh, okay.
It's like that type of situation. So that's how John Cena's character is in this thing, in this show. I mean, he's not racist, but he says things like there was a part where they were in a restaurant and he called this girl Sweet Cheeks.
Yeah.
To him, he was giving her a compliment because he was like, no, she has a really nice butt. That's why I call her Sweet Cheeks.
Uh-huh.
And the people he was sitting at the table with was like, no, that's sexist. You can't do that. And it's disrespectful. And he was sitting at the table with like two other women, mind you.
But did they do the gag where he tries to fix it and then goes back to the lady and be like, I'm sorry? Or is it like...
Yeah, he does all of that.
Oh,
like it's really funny. It's funny because he does that. He tries to fix it, and he's always like, I don't know how to explain it. You have to watch it. It's just it's really funny because it's like he's like clueless, but he's intelligent because he can explain things. Like his way of explaining things, it sounds like it makes sense, but it's still wrong.
Right.
Excuse me. So the dynamic between him and his father is interesting. Then he has like a sidekick character that reminds me of Deadpool because he never wants anyone to see his face, but he makes like really crude responses. And he had like John Cena's character has a conscience. So like you know how in the movie where he was like he would do anything for peace, he'd kill man, woman, child, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. He won't kill children, which is, I mean, obviously a good thing. But his boy, just give me the gun.
He's like, that baby? Yo, give me your Glock.
Yeah. So the relationship between him and his boy, and it's funny because like his boy thinks that they're best friends, but John Cena was like, no, he's not my best friend. My best friend is how do you pronounce it? Eagly. Which is an eagle.
An actual eagle?
An actual eagle.
Okay. Okay. But does it
an actual eagle that like he has as a pet that actually responds to him? Like it gives him hugs and everything.
No, hold on, wait. Like it, but it's a regular bird. Like it's not. We're living in a world with superheroes. It doesn't have any properties.
No, it's just a trained eagle
that
he raised and has a relationship with, and it gives him hugs and like it's not like Like that's the only human thing that it does. Like it gives him hugs,
Okay.
but
But he's not out here like
everything else it acts like a eagle.
got it. It's not like reciting the Declaration of Independence.
Nah, it doesn't talk or anything like that. It's just like a trained eagle, a trained
I'm
pet
upset
away.
it doesn't hold a gun.
I mean, Brian, that's a Photoshop boy. Look up that eagly with a gun. I'm sure someone's got it.
So he was getting clowned because it's an eagle and he named it Eagly. So that's funny. Like they like clown him every time somebody new comes into the group. They clown him for that. What else? So then there's the dynamic between him and the team that he joined. Um, there's a girl in a group that I don't like because I mean, rightfully, she doesn't have the experience, and you'll find out why she doesn't have the experience. But yet, she's on the team. But I just feel like some of the stuff that she does really irritated me and pissed me off.
Like
And
you put the team in danger kind of thing, or
yeah, put the team in danger. Like you just have to watch. I don't want to spoil
yeah, that's
anything,
fine.
but
That's
like
fine.
she just does stuff that just and her logic for explaining things is just dumb, man. It's like, oh my god, yo, like it made me so angry.
Character of the year?
Yeah.
Okay.
What else? So there's the dynamic between him and his team. There's a dynamic between him and his father. There's a dynamic between him and his not really best friend, but wants to be his best friend.
And then
Of course, there's a
course
girl within the group that he likes. So there's the love interest.
that's what I was gonna ask you. I'm like, so is there a love interest, or is it just purely comedy here? No, nothing romantic.
I mean, it's still pure comedy, but like, so it's not like he gets with her and then they're in a relationship. It's not like that. It's like one of those things that's ongoing. Like he keeps trying, and she like,
and she's like, "Fuck off."
yeah. But I mean, she kind of warms up to him, but it's not like to the point where it's like, okay, let's go out. It's more like, all right, I don't hate you 100%. I hate you 90%.
Okay, so he's slowly getting down there.
Yeah. What else? I'm trying to think if there are any moments or things that like really you guys will like really like love. I mean, there's gonna be jokes or things that's done that you're gonna find really funny. I think you guys will find really funny. Um, but overall, it's a really it's really entertaining. It's really funny. It's really good acting. I think John Cena is just a good actor. Period.
You're
Because he's
enjoying.
able to he's able to make me believe he is that character.
Okay. I mean, he
So
was the Marine.
Yeah. So anytime I've seen him on screen, like whenever he plays, and I'm not saying like he's known for playing these really complex characters because he doesn't, but the characters that he does play, like if someone says that's really him, I could see it. Like the Marine, I could see him being the Marine, and Peacemaker, I could see him being really be Peacemaker because he's not like this. He's like this guy who like comes off as perfect, but then he's not really perfect. He's actually broken in some ways. Um,
Okay.
the banter between people is really funny. What else?
Soundtrack.
I guess overall, this show like it kind of took me by surprise because like I didn't really have any intentions on watching this for whatever reason. I don't think it just didn't interest me, but you guys kept asking me if I watched it. And this happened to go on Rotten Tomatoes and see the ratings, and like the ratings are extremely high. So I'm like, well, then maybe this show is actually good. So I gave it a shot, and I don't think there was anything that was boring about it at all. It was really funny. It was entertaining. Um,
That's good.
I was laughing. I actually was laughing a lot.
we
I feel
don't
like
laugh.
there's something I'm missing. Oh, there's a surprise in the last episode.
A good surprise, or is it just like,
Loki.
oh, it's a surprise?
That's subjective, I guess.
Okay. I guess, but then let me.
It doesn't really hold like a huge impact on the show itself. It's just like one of those things like, oh, that's pretty cool that they did that.
Yeah, so let me refine the question. Is the thing at the end an advertisement, or is it like implicates things within the world?
The latter.
Okay, cool. Because Marvel's done it over and over, where it's just an ad. Oh, look who's showed up at the end, after the credits. Thank you for advertising the next movie, right? Which
Well,
the
I
first
guess
couple.
if you put it like that, you can say it's both then.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think it was set up in such a way so like oh look what's happening next. I think it was just like oh lore, quote
Okay.
unquote lore.
Well, I mean, because I bring that up because Loki's ending is the game has changed. The game has changed. Where
Yeah, it's
It's
nothing like that.
What's up, Ryan?
the new big dog.
Yeah, like there's some.
Nah, it's nothing like that.
Well, it was besides it's a new big dog. Where like that, it was Kang, and then also now we have multiverses, right? Like that was a huge thing for the universe itself. Where like what was it when they were doing the Avengers build up? Every freaking ending was this guy's gonna be in it because he showed up at the end with like what Tony walking up to Banner or Nick walking up to Tony.
Or it took 10 years for Thanos to put a glove on.
Yeah. Put a glove on. Like that kind of stuff is like that's pretty hype, but it's also like, hey, we have more stuff for you to watch later. Okay. That's cool. All right, then. I mean, I have it on my backlog. I gotta go check it out. I still have to finish and catching up with Titans to see if that still ties in with anything. But
is that show good?
It's comfort food.
What's the official name of it? I want to look up the Rotten Tomatoes.
Titans.
It's just called Titans.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Denzel Washington in it.
Why did he do that?
It probably brought up that exact movie. Remember the Titans?
No, it like the first page that came up, I think was the actual show, and then it just randomly refreshed, and now it's showing me all this other stuff that's not what I'm looking for.
And it says a bunch of porn categories like big ass, big tits.
Mhm.
Like that's.
Is it 2018?
Sure,
Titans?
that sounds about right. Because we're already in 2022, so yeah, and I think there's like 3 seasons out.
So the audience gave it a 67, but the critics gave it an 86.
An 86?
That's what the critics gave it.
Titans.
Yes, Titans. DC Titans.
Maybe the latest season is 86? Is it by season?
No. It says 2018 and it has a dash. Why? Is that too high?
Yeah, that to me is too high. Like it's.
Well, I mean, you take with the critics with a grain of salt with them, but I would be more concerned about what the audience says, which it says 67. So
that to me sounds more. That sounds right. Like it's not bad. It's just not average. Yo, it is 86. Is it because the latest season's like bussin'? No, the first season apparently was the lowest. It just got better and better. Okay, then we'll see what happens, I guess. Because this first season I reviewed it on here. I'm like, it's fine. Like, nothing. It was like my watching, like my.
wow. Okay, so if you click on season 3, season 3 has 100% for the critics.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't know if this is correct.
But the audience still gave it like a 68.
Yeah, I think the audience might be the consistent number here because what? 86, Randall? I'm like, I thought you were lying to me.
No. That's what
Not that it was bad. I enjoyed the episode. It's just it isn't something I'm running out to tell someone to go watch, right? It's like, oh yeah, I watched the show. I enjoyed a bit of it.
That is so weird. So like for the critics, each season got better.
Yeah.
But for the audience, each season got worse.
Yeah, collusion. There's some money being thrown around. So you heard it here first.
Mm-hmm.
They bought those critics. Okay.
There's no integrity anymore.
None. Anywho. All right, I'm definitely gonna check it out then. I definitely had it in my backlog. I'll go with that. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, a quick
Hot
one
off
then.
the press.
Yeah, hot off the press. The Gardens Between. Not this recording. Not this Thursday. The Thursday beforehand. I went. Jenny was busy with something, so I went ahead and just played the Gardens Between on the day we would do Let's Play. It was pretty short, so I just did the whole thing in one stream. It is a story about two kids that start off the show. The game starts off. They're in like a treehouse that I guess they built in the middle of a storm, and then they like get blasted off into some time traveling weird shit where they control going forwards and backwards in some way. So you're so it's basically a puzzle game having to do with time manipulation. And then you find throughout those, as you complete levels, you start seeing the memories of those two kids as friends growing up, things like that. I don't want to spoil how it ends, but unless you guys don't mind.
I don't even know what this is.
Okay. Each episode it's like memories of them spending time together, et cetera, all the way until you finish the game and they come back to the treehouse area. They survived it, whatever. The next day, it was the day before the kid moved out. So now he or she, I forgot who left. One of the friends leaves, like their family picks up and leaves. So as you're playing the game through time traveling stuff, it's basically going through their time together as friends. And then it ends with them saying goodbye, and the kid drives off, and now she has no neighbor.
That sucks.
Yeah, it ends pretty sadly, but I mean, like...
Why'd you tell me this?
Oh, okay, my bad. But playing, like... They do a good job of pacing all that stuff out, because it's like each level... There's a chunk of each memory. So, like, this memory has to do with, like, when they were outside doing stuff, and now you have to go through the level as, solving the puzzles. And then once it all comes together, it shows, like, a small little cutscene of them... of that memory, right, until the last part, and then you kind of get how they were like together growing up. So it was really cool. It was really dope. I enjoyed it a lot. Very simple gameplay. Like all you literally need is like 3 buttons. I think it's just left, right, and then the use button. And it was really cool to see how the time stuff gets manipulated, and you're figuring out what goes where at what time throughout the walk. Because you're basically walking around to get to like a point, but you have to get a certain like light there so you can teleport to the next area. So there's puzzles of how do you get to that light, because there's stuff that can cancel the light because things are moving and you're controlling that timeline. It's like, oh, at this point, this is going to be here, so you're going to have to associate where do I need to be at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. That's about it. It's really short. I think it was like 3 hours. I forgot how long the video is on the channel, but I definitely enjoyed it. Very fun. Art style's really cool. It's like light pastel, like just light colored, light shaded colors. Really cool stuff. Low poly stuff. So like the humans, they look like humans, but they're like low poly stylized. Environments are really cool. Music is also really dope in this, so definitely recommend the music in it. And I think that's it.
Game of the year for 2018?
Yeah, for 2018. It's one of those I missed, and it was in the backlog, so I finally got to it. I mean, I would have talked about it. I don't know if it would have been Game of the Year, but I definitely would have nominated, like, yo, you guys should check this out. Because I'm recommending it now. Go check out The Gardens Between. It's on a bunch of platforms, so...
And it ends happily?
I mean, like a bittersweet. It ends bittersweet. If that makes sense. I mean, you got it.
You think they're going to make a sequel called The Gardens Around?
Oh, and it's just her?
And then as adults, they make it a city, and then turns out they're neighbors again as adults.
Yo, pitch this, right? Like, you just go talk to the devs. That could be it. Right?
50K.
50K, no album out. Actually, you do have an album out.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah. So there goes that line. You good? All right. Randall.
Hmm.
Randall.
Yeah.
There you go. Scream. I saw that when I was browsing through movies last night, and I'm like, oh, that's right. Randall did watch Scream. Tell me about Scream from the perspective of. I'm assuming you watched all the other Screams.
No.
Oh,
I watched the first one.
okay.
I'm not sure if I saw the second one or not, and I didn't see the other ones.
Okay. So from the perspective of just watching it, casually, I guess, which would probably be me as well,
Um,
because I think I've only seen the first one.
so
She's attractive. I just want to say,
Okay, who are we talking about now?
Nev Campbell, the main lady.
Oh, okay. It's Niv? It's not Neve?
I think it's never Nev. The Weeknd says her name in Here We Go Again.
Yeah.
Do you remember how he says it? That's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
I haven't seen the movie. I just know I've seen her before in older stuff.
I believe she's like one of the original characters, like from the first movie.
I think so.
She is. She's in Scream 1.
So I don't remember why Scream exists, at least from the first movie, but I know that in this movie. Sorry.
Sort it out.
I'm hungry, man.
Yeah, I'm about to wrap this up soon, and then
Wrap it up then.
Um.
Wrap the gavel up, B.
wrap that gavel up, B.
So the premise of this movie is like there are fans. Okay, they are fans of Scream, but it's not called Scream. I know it's weird. It's not called Scream. It's called.
Yeah.
Might as well be.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find out what it is real quick.
Oh, I forgot to take out my creatine this morning. Papa gotta stay thick, you know? You ever flex and Curry smiles at you?
I wish. If I flexed and Curry smiled at me,
Dunzo.
that's it. Yeah, my life's done.
Life's done.
You like, sir, your music's god awful. Did he smile at you when you flex?
Doesn't seem like it.
Kirby got him.
And I can't.
And then becomes a bitch.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's pretty good. What's up, Randall?
Hold on, wait.
We them boys.
We them boys.
I don't know. I can't find it. But it's called something else.
Okay. So dollar store Scream is what they like.
Yeah. I don't understand why. I thought they would just tell.
Or off brand, whichever you want to say.
Yeah. I can't find it. Oh, it's called Stab.
Just Stab.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, it's kind of like The Matrix. So you know how like everything that happened in The Matrix, they turned into a movie.
They turned into like a game.
A game. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing with Scream 5. So everything that happened in the previous
1 through
Screams,
4.
huh?
Everything that happened in 1 through 4.
Yeah, they turned into movies and they're called Stab. So it's like Stab 1, 2, 3, blah blah blah. I think it's supposed to be up to Stab 8.
Jesus. Okay.
So these fans of Stab feel like, so it's kind of like not a nod, but like a stab at what goes on in real life, where you have people who are fans, who are passionate fans, and they're like, I guess they get online and they complain about how unauthentic the series has become.
Yeah, they're like fighting aliens and stuff.
Yeah. So there's these fans that are like very disgruntled and they don't like where the series has gone and
Like sending a car
blah
into
blah
space.
blah. Huh?
Like sending a car into space.
Yeah. So
Somebody had to go.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. So what happens is these people who are fans are trying to get the original characters from the first Scream movie or the people who lived through that trauma. They're trying to bring them back to town so that they can do um this is so stupid, man. They're trying to like recreate what happened in the original so that the Hollywood would pick up a new stab and it would be based off of what happened and then it could be more authentic. Does that make sense?
They're trying to pitch
That
a reboot,
yeah,
essentially.
like what?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're trying to pitch a reboot, but because all the movies were based off of what happened in real life, they are trying to create something in real life again. Like, so you know how like all the stab movies are based off of
The
the
events of
actual murders.
yeah.
So
So
they're trying to do this again,
by making an actual
basically
murder.
kill some more people. But what's different is that now they're trying to incorporate the people from the original that are still alive, and they're trying to draw them back to town so that they can kill them in a very unique way, so that hopefully some years later, when they decide to do Stab 9, that it would be based off the events that occurred there, and it would be at its purest uh form of like the original movie, because they feel like with each iteration, like Stab 2, 3, 4, 5, like they've gotten off of you know how like Fast and the Furious was about racing, but now it's nothing about that now.
It's supposed
Yeah.
to space agents.
Yeah, so take Fast and the Furious and just imagine that there were some people who were very passionate, they were fans, and then they, I don't know, they did something in real life and hope that the next Fast and Furious is based off of what happened then,
Okay.
so that it's more true to the original story. Like they brought it back to the
Gotcha.
original story.
Just getting in
So that's
cars and
what these
racing.
people are trying to do. They're saying that the movies that have come out, all these stab movies, are so off, like in another direction, that they're no longer about what happened in the original. So if they kill some people in a way that happened like in the original movie, then Hollywood will
We'll
make a
greenlight it.
movie based on that, and then now we'll be back to like its original form, which is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard for a plot for a movie.
That sounds
I don't
terrible.
know.
So plot,
And
we're not there for plot. So what about? Is it even worth? Like, is it even suspenseful? Or is it just full of the same tropes of?
I mean, it's Scream. So like Scream is centered around. There's always a group of people, right? And people are dying within that group. Sometimes it's people that they know,
Yeah.
family members, friends, whatever. But the people who are doing the killing are in that group. So it's basically a movie, like, trying to figure out, well, amongst us, who is the killer? And then, of course, at the end, you find out, oh, this person that I've been with the whole time is the one that's been killing people.
Oh, like Stu in the first one, I think it was.
Well, it was two of them in
The
the
brother,
first
wasn't
one.
it?
Yeah, that's true. It was two of them.
So yeah, it's pretty much rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Let me see.
That does not sound appealing then. So they don't really do anything like So it's just it's a movie with the same tropes it had back in the day.
Yeah, it's just that now
People
they're
making
trying to poke fun about what happens in real life as far as like how
series are made.
when series are made, like they are no longer about the original purpose of the movie. Now they're like way off somewhere.
Gotcha.
And they try to, I mean, okay, so there are some things that they do that I thought was cool, which is like, so there's this character that, in my opinion, she's woke. Well, not woke in the sense of social media. I don't mean in that way woke. I mean woke in the sense like
makes actual informed
smart
decisions.
decisions.
Yeah.
So, and she speaks it. So it's like kind of like so everyone is on edge because they don't know who's killing people, but they know that it might be somebody within the group. So there's a part where there's a party and said person was like, well, we're out of drinks. Are there any more drinks? And another person says, well, they're in the basement. So the person asks another person, well, would you want to come downstairs with me and help me get these drinks? And she's like, nah. She's like, no. He's like, why not? Because you could be the killer. I'm not going downstairs with you by myself. I'm good.
Those are facts.
Yeah. So that character to me is probably like the best character in the entire movie.
Okay.
Is it Nev Campbell's character? Is it Sydney?
Let me check. Hold up. Nah, it's not Sydney. It's Tara Carp. No. It's Mindy Meeks. Mindy Meeks Martin.
That's the actor or the character name?
That's the character name.
Who plays her?
Jasmine Savoy Brown.
Okay.
That's me.
All right. Well, I mean, that's okay. I don't know how they got that to work with prosthetics or.
It's just build diff.
Okay. Is there anything on here that like you guys need to watch it for this? Because I saw the trailer, and I'm like, I don't think I care, and then now you're telling me it's just mostly the same, right? So I don't know. Where the
No, I can't give you a reason to watch this movie.
There's no like cool sequence like I was like action like a struggle fight with the killer that's like, oh, he did something cool, or is it just everyone running for their life maniacally?
No, it's stupidity at its finest. Because it's like, okay, let's say that there are people, there is somebody killing people, right? And we suspect that it might be one of us. We're not sure, but we just, we don't want to rule out the fact that it could.
It's Brian. We all know it's Brian.
All right, so we were all together conversing about this maybe an hour ago. And for whatever reason, we all went our separate ways because, I don't know, you got to do things.
Yeah.
So let's say Bryant goes home to take a shower and he has a conversation with Noemi, and she's like, okay, I'm about to leave and go blah, 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 like to work or whatever. I don't know. So he's in the house taking a shower, gets out the shower, the front door's open.
Oh, shit. Yep.
Bryant is not going to be like, hello, is anybody here? Either he's going to put on his clothes and leave immediately, or he just might leave like with said clothes on, a towel or whatever. What would you do?
Wrench out.
Nude with wrench.
I'm just saying, like,
you don't want to put your wrench out?
Why risk it? Because he has to go get the wrench. Unless he just has the wrench on his person at all times.
What's between his legs is the wrench. Okay?
Guy doesn't shower with his fucking weapons. That's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta shower with your weapons, Randall. Like your guns.
Well, I mean, it's not a good idea to shower with a wrench because then it gets rusted. But anyway, moving on.
Wrench etiquette. Okay, continue.
But my point is that it's still dumb decisions. It's still dumb stuff. It's like, no, why would someone react like that? Like, if the door is open and you know that there's someone killing people, then there's a chance that old boy is in your house right now.
Yeah.
So, it's just stuff like that, and it keeps happening. Like, the smart people in the movie are, like I said, the black chick, Mindy Meeks, and Courtney Cox's character, Gail Weathers, and the lady that Brian likes, Sidney Prescott, are smart. Even so, the dude Dewey Rowley, who's also one of the original characters from the first movie, he does some dumb junk too. and I'm just gonna say it because I know you guys are not gonna watch this movie.
Yeah.
So there's a part in the movie where, like, okay, so look, the actual main character of the movie is Tara Carpenter, who's played by Jenna or Ortega.
Mm-hmm.
Ortega. And she has a little sister who is Sam Carpenter, who's played by Melissa. And Melissa in the very beginning of the movie almost gets body, I should say.
Okay.
And they almost kill her, but she survives. She's messed up to the point where she's like recovering in a wheelchair. She can walk, but she's just recovering because she got stabbed so many times, right? So there's a part where like they find out that the killer is probably going to go to the hospital to finish the job. So her sister Tara and Dewey go to the hospital. Dewey is, I don't know if anybody remembers, he was like the deputy in the first movie. He's a cop. He's got the revolver on him. Okay. So they go to the hospital and they come across Ghostface trying to murder her sister. So what ends up happening is there's a struggle. They end up fighting. Dewey wins the fight, which allows Sam and Tara to get away into the elevator. They're yelling at Dewey like, "Come on, let's go!" And so he shoots Ghostface like multiple times in the body. Right?
Okay.
Ghostface falls to the ground, not moving anymore. All right. Clearly, this dude has never watched
Zombieland
and doesn't know anything about double tapping because he should have shot him in the face. He waits until he gets to the elevators like, you know what? No, I need to shoot this person in the face. Let me go back. They're like, no, let's just go. He's like, no, you never know because these people come back if you don't make sure that they're dead. Right. So he goes, Anthony, let me ask. No, Brian, you're the gun specialist. Let me ask you a question. If you have a revolver, how close do you need to be to shoot somebody in the face?
I mean, so you don't have to be that close.
You don't have to be close at all, right? Well, you could at least be 10 feet, 15 feet.
No.
With a revolver?
To get 100%, like, Randall, like me standing this close to the mic, like this close, I can still miss.
Do you know how close 10 feet is? That's really close, bro.
Yeah, but you can still miss.
You can jump 10 feet.
To shoot in the face? And he's laying on the ground?
To somebody that's laying on the ground.
I don't know, maybe. Every time I've seen people shoot in the face when they're on the ground, you got to be close, man. You got to.
If you can't shoot somebody in the face from 10 feet away, then you shouldn't be shooting at all.
Well, I mean, he shouldn't be shooting at all.
Well, my point is this: is that he could have did that from 10 feet away. Nah, he has to go up to the body. Does the whole long pause where he's like pointing the gun at the face before he pulls the trigger.
So that's
it gives the person just enough time to surprise jump up and stab him in the gut and in the back and kill him.
Yeah, like that's on him. The 10 feet is not the issue. The issue is him waiting any seconds, right? Like I would have walked up. I just would have been blasting immediately.
Nah, I wouldn't have walked up. The closest I would have got might have been 10 feet. Might have been 10 feet. That's because wild. I'm not risking no chance of them throwing something at me or them springing up or whatever. Like if you move, I need space. I need space to backdash, sidestep or something, and then pull the trigger.
Gotcha.
So
Reynolds out there doing, but with a gun.
I mean, I'm just saying, like you need to make sure, man, because you never know. But anyway, he estimated himself and ended up costing him his life. He got bodied because he should have double tapped in the beginning, but he didn't. But I mean, it's stupid stuff like that. That's the stuff I'm talking about. It's just it's more of that.
That's where I'm from. You don't stop shooting until you have to reload to keep shooting.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you're fighting for your life. Like,
this murderer that's been around. Empty the
magazine. I get that. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that. Unless it's something like, oh, let's just watch this because popcorn or whatever, or Halloween or something, I'm just gonna be skipping this.
Halloween is different because
No, not the movie Halloween. I'm talking about like watching it during Halloween.
oh
Yeah.
Like I don't plan on watching this unless it's like a hey, it's October, let's watch something, right? That's horror or scary or whatever. Yeah, okay. That sounds
and I
nice.
never understood like when people I think this is what really got under my skin because you know how like sometimes we talk about these movies and I'm like, why do people act like they've never seen this before?
Yeah.
Like, certain things. These people openly said that they have movies based off these events. So they've seen this in the movies. They've seen not only did they see what happened in the movies, but this stuff is based off of like real life. So they've read and heard not footage, but they heard like information on like what happened, how people were murdered.
Yeah, like
What,
on
you know.
like on the news or
Yeah,
newspapers, the
exactly.
headlines, right?
So it's not like this is new to you. You are fully aware of the things that are going on or what could possibly happen. So if you know that your group is being targeted, there at no time should you ever be walking around without any form of weapon or
Yeah, at that point,
something on you.
the gun is a part of my body.
People are just like walking around like, hey,
And
if I come across said person, I'm just going to have to throw these hands. Like, really?
yeah, that guy who's stabbing people, you're gonna go throw
Yeah.
hands. Got it.
And then on top of it, like another thing that took me out of the movie was so who ended up being the killer was again two people. It was that dude Jack Quaid
Oh, from The Boys
Oh,
and
and Vinyl.
and Amber Freeman. Well, her real name is Mikey Madison.
that's me.
So those two were the killers. So here's the thing. Mikey Madison is not a big person. She's a slender girl.
Uh-huh.
She's not tall, Anthony.
Okay.
So if you was fighting this 6'2" dude or 6'2" person in the hospital, and it wasn't Jack, because Jack is with them, so that means that you're fighting her. How all of a sudden is she 6'2", 220 pounds?
Because it was me.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean, Randall?
You see where I'm getting at, right?
You can put on a one of the suits, bro, that help you like lift heavy things. One of the exoskeletons. Right? Right?
I mean, technically yes,
But you'd
but
probably
she didn't have access to that stuff. It was just a girl with two knives. But yet, when she was fighting Dewey, it looked like a grown man fighting a grown man. Not to mention he was she was overpowering him. This is a teenager. She's not even a grown woman fighting a grown man. There was no way he should have lost that fight.
Well, Randall, this is a lesson for all men. Do not skip leg day. That's probably how she overpowered him.
It was an all upper body fight. There were no kicks being thrown.
He can't. The weight of his upper body was too much for his lower body to handle, so he crumbled. Right.
What I'm saying is, I've seen Lucky Chloe beat Gigas in Tekken.
Oh my god!
So that means it could happen in real life.
Yeah, that's what
I'm not saying that it can't. I think anybody has the potential to beat anybody, given
technique,
circumstances and skills and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But in this situation,
it was like blatantly
this movie did not set up that this girl had any type of pre like training. She's not like ex Black Ops. She doesn't know martial arts. They didn't say any of this stuff. All they said was girl goes to high school.
They don't teach you CQC in high school?
She physically does not look like she even works out.
Yeah, but have you seen Mystique?
But yet you got this guy who's a veteran cop
But he's a
who's a
veteran.
grown man who's throwing around grown man weight. And you mean to tell me like she was beating him?
Yeah.
Like there was a part where they were struggling. There's no reason why she should be stronger than him.
Pilates, Randall. What are you talking about?
If she was using her legs, then yeah, maybe.
She can beat her dad.
I'm not saying like in a fight, like a skill fight, it's possible she could win. But I'm talking about there's a part where like she's on top of him with the knife and he has to push her away. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, he could definitely push her off.
I don't know.
He said, I don't know.
It could. Sometimes you mean the knife's on you. You know, you're scared. It gives you a 50% damage debuff, right?
I mean, so he mentioned it in the movie. He's like, my body's badly damaged. I've been stabbed like 9 times, and he's talking about what happened in the first movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so I could understand if like physically he's not 100%, but like
there's lines.
Show that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Show like maybe like his arms are really badly damaged. He has nerve damage or some junk like that. So like maybe I don't know, but they didn't set any of that up. They just like this like girl who probably weighs like maybe 90 pounds soaking wet in the rain is overpowering this guy who's clearly like over 200 pounds.
That's wild. Sometimes when you get the serial killer trait, you get stronger and taller and bigger, right? For a temporary amount of time.
You can shapeshift.
Yeah.
What I learned.
Oh my goodness. So that scene took me out of the movie because it was like if it had been Jack, then I could understand because it's like two guys fighting each other.
Ripper.
Of equal size. But she's smaller and she's like a teenager. But when you see it on screen, it looks like he's fighting a grown man because the person is the same height as him. So I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
That's because they didn't care about making sense, Randall. They're like, let's make another Scream movie as if it were a Scream movie back in, was it the 90s? When did the first Scream come out? I think it was the 90s.
Let me check.
You good?
I was searching. 1996.
Yeah, like they just make it with the same tropes. It's just the same thing, Randall. Like we've had these kind of questions for other horror movies. Like they don't care. So
it's my just NDA ends in 3, 2, 1. I'm in the next Scream movie.
There it is. An ADLR podcast exclusive right here. And then, wow,
that would be pretty funny to see Brian in a movie.
Like Brian doesn't tell us he's in some of these movies and he'll just appear in the back.
The funny part is if he's like the villain.
No, for me it'd be funnier if he's just in the back and then, but blurry. But you know when he does this and smiles because you see some guy in the back smile at the camera. Oh my goodness. Or you'll see some guy with just walking with a wrench in a place where you don't need it, like a coffee shop.
You're pretending it's a phone. You see me walk by like this with.
Yeah. Oh shite! We'll get to your fucking bite. So it sounds like you love this movie and you want everyone to watch it.
Nah, man. I don't even know why I watched it. I think I just watched it because I wanted to watch a new movie, and it was nothing else that I saw that I have never seen before. So yeah, that was like the newer movie list.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? Why not?
Bump this, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said, yo, bump this.
Speaking of
old movies, birds. Go on.
I mean, you can go off, King. Like, I don't know why you got a beef with old games.
For the birds.
Oh. All right. So for the next week, we have some pretty good releases, right? We have an expansion for Guild Wars 2. I didn't even know they were still supporting that game, to be honest. Yeah. Shadow Warrior 3 comes out. So there's that. I might give that a shot. Maybe not. Elix 2. I think that the first one had some sort of following of some sort, right? Zombie Rollers, Pinball Heroes.
That sounds entertaining. I don't know why.
Yeah. Triangle Strategy comes out.
The 7th is next week?
The 3rd is next week.
What the fuck? I thought it was the 7th.
It says Triangle Strategy, March 3rd, 2022, in 4 days. Unless this is incorrect.
Over an entire week.
March 4th. Maybe something else was announced for the 7th.
I'm getting there.
What is it?
So this Friday coming up is Gran Turismo.
Yeah, right. I'm getting to that one too.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you're there now. So Gran Turismo starts on the 4th of March. That releases. An expansion for Ghost Runner comes out, Project Hell. Babylon's Fall comes out, the next Platinum Games game. I think it's co-op as well.
Where? That sounds familiar.
Babylon's Fall. God's Bane comes out. What Lies in the Multiverse. Like Randall said, Gran Turismo. And that's about it. And then there's like a Grand Theft Auto Online update. That might be like the next gen update or something. And you said the 7th, Brian?
I feel like something like that. You feel me? What I'm saying is,
I don't see anything here that's the 7th.
Well, fuck you then. How about
that? I mean, I got nothing after that, right? Like, yeah, fuck me, dude. Movies. Let's see do we have anything like lit coming out? Desperate Riders, Gasoline Alley.
Everything's in alleys now, huh?
Yeah, it sure is. It's another Bruce Willis movie.
Okay.
Jeez.
Restless, Studio 666. I'm sure Randall would love that. Oh no, it's about Foo Fighters. It's a musical thing. Wait, what the hell is this?
Why that number?
The legendary rock band Foo Fighters move into an Encino mansion steeped in grisly rock and roll history to record their much anticipated 10th album. Once in the house, Dave Grohl finds himself grappling with supernatural forces that threaten both the completion of the album and the lives of the band. That's wild.
No, thank you.
That's cool. I didn't know they were doing that.
It ends up being that a small lady is a Ghostface. What are you
eating? The Burning Sea, the 50th anniversary of The Godfather, so I might just pop that on just to rewatch it. The Last Mark, Tyler Perry's Medea Homecoming. They're still making Medea.
When are they going to do Medea Has Her Funeral?
Yeah, when's that movie coming out? When's that fucking coming out?
When is Medea Passes finally?
Yeah, like I don't understand. That's wild. That's still happening. After the pandemic, well, The Pink Cloud, Against the Ice, and West Side Story. Oh, I did want to check out the West Side Story. I think it's
coming out digital, Disney Plus.
Yeah, so nice. I'm gonna check that out. I think this.
Really. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go. You go ahead, man.
I was just gonna say it really hurts my soul, man. Like it hurts a lot when they make a movie about space or something that takes place in space and it's trash.
Same.
I'm referring to.
I don't think
Moonfall.
Moonfall. I don't like it when it's I like when it seems corny. Right, like it doesn't feel like the new fucking Buzz Lightyear movie. That's how you do it. Like it's like a sense of adventure. You're gonna go out and explore and do like to the new frontier. Like it's like exciting.
Give me hope or take it away.
Yeah.
In a good story is all you need when you're in space.
Yeah.
Like look at The Martian, right? Bad situation happens.
Hope.
And then it's just, hey, we'll adapt. I'm gonna do it. And then you're like, oh shit, look at that.
You fucking did it. Yeah. Or even fucking what is it? Interstellar? Holy shit.
That's the one with Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah.
That shit's good. That shit's depressing, but that shit take the hope away.
Take the hope away. It's really good. Anywho, but
I would have been so salty if I went to that planet, the one with the water, where time goes by, like years for an hour. That jump, oh my god, I would have been so angry.
Yeah, that like
Why?
that's
Like why didn't somebody tell me this, even though nobody knew?
nobody knew. Yeah,
Lab it out.
but
You send me to fucking I'm Sink Alley.
yeah, once he got that video afterwards and he just starts breaking down, I'm like, holy shit! He literally went to the future and just missed everything.
Same.
In a way where it's like, is he too late now? Because it's been so long, right?
He basically reversed Captain America.
Yeah, that was. That's insane. I don't know. I love me a good space movie, man. So that's when I saw Lightyear, that trailer. I'm really excited.
Name 2000.
What?
What?
Name 2000 space movies if you love
Oh
them.
my
Oh
God.
shit! We got Space Cowboys. We got No Man's Sky. We got
No Man's Sky is not a movie.
It is to
FX
me.
has it.
Yeah, FX got it too. Shit. No,
Whoa.
I got poopy in my butt. So what we got left
Hear
to
to
do
hear.
here? Music for next week. Peach Pit, The Weather Station, Guided by Voices, Band of Heroes.
It's a band.
Peach Pit, yeah. And the album's from 2 to 3.
I think I have to listen to this.
Yeah.
Band of Horses and their albums, things
Yeah.
are great.
Yeah.
This is a great week for music.
Holy shit.
If it's anything like Yak was.
You're in for 2 treats.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Unless you guys have any other like closing thoughts here, man. Right?
Pregnant and it's mine.
Congratulations, right?
At some point this next month, it seems like whenever the finals are for Skullgirls is when I'll get more info on Umbrella full release date or Black Dahlia.
That's good.
And there's already DLC slated for March for KOF. Baby Boy doesn't come out until May, so
I mean, that's around the corner, dude. Like, that's not...
check this out.
Okay. Brandon, what are you doing this week?
Oh, that's the Mobius strip. Okay. What am I doing this week?
Hacking into Disney, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Getting in his car.
I mean,
it
the
sounds like.
same stuff, man. Just work, gym, art, clothing brand.
Golden Brand?
Wow, I almost said colon brand.
Coat line.
Clothing brand.
Oh, okay.
It's like they're shutting that coat line.
Yes, he fucking passed the fuck out mid-sentence.
Yeah, just the same stuff, nothing new. I'm working on a drawing. I'm trying to finish the
Witcher.
Ed 209 drawing that I've been working on. I've been working on it like every day, so I'm trying to finish it. I'm hoping that I can finish it by this weekend. So I can move on to my next project. But that's about it.
You're just painting me naked.
Nah, I'll tell you real quick. Let me see. Let me open up Monday.com real quick, and I'll tell you what my next project is.
I just told you what it was, Randall. Like I don't need to go to a website named by a day, right?
Continue.
Was that your audition? Who are you trying to be? While you're looking that up, I guess, Brian, you can run us through what's going on. You have to pick up the heavy lifts, and Papa ain't gonna be streaming this week.
Oh, I'm working on my overlays.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Work on your overheads more like it.
Oh, shit. I mean, he's got those. Doesn't Kazuya have an overhead?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got those.
Just saying shit to say shit.
So what's Tekken 8 coming out?
Or we're calling it Tech 8.
Just call it Tekken, and then the year comes out.
Call it 8.
What?
What the fuck was that? You haven't heard the single for what's it called yet, right? Because you're waiting for the whole album? Pusha T's?
During my release radar thing where they curate new music for you, that was the first song they played.
I got a $1 million question.
Is the old price still the new price?
No. When the next time you coming through, bro?
I'm right behind you.
Okay.
I look over and Brian's completely naked.
Yeah.
Why naked?
Why closed?
Because it's civilized.
I rest my case. No further questions.
That was an actual question though.
Whenever I feel like driving, usually it's the weekend. I'm like, I don't feel like functioning, and I just sit here, and then
Yeah, welcome to adulthood.
Yeah.
Adult.
48 hours, and then Monday morning I clean it up and I drive to work.
Don't you fucking slap your lips at me? I smack your lips, isn't it? Not slap.
Like slap your lips. That's
I
the
was
canon now.
sucking my teeth at Brian.
That's what it is. Suck it. I was completely
For
off.
the laziness.
So it was 0% of what I said.
Yeah.
He calls me lazy, but when did you drive over here?
He's driven over there in his Beamer before.
Yeah.
When?
More times than you have driven over here.
Honestly, I doubt it, considering you've been there in one hand, and I've been over there already that many times.
What?
You heard me.
He nutted. That's why.
I've driven to your house plenty of times, bro.
You can count 10 max.
I don't have the data in front of me.
Oh, I mean, because your guys in R&D burned the evidence.
I mean, we felt like we didn't need it, so
See that?
What did you just say? You don't think you need R&D data?
Not for this, no.
You used to save everything, Randall. We're in 2022. We have the
Run
technology.
out of space like that.
Randall, we have the cloud. Yeah,
you have a whole Bugatti.
Yeah, but the cloud isn't like a real cloud. It still needs a server that takes up space.
I turn my information into water droplets and I send it to a cloud.
And that's how you save data, right? What year are you living in, Randall?
Guys, I
don't have that tech.
Guys,
use water for space.
Guys, Fergie made a diss track about you. You're the one that's 2000 and late.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Fucking wild.
She pissed herself her first concert and she's coming at you like that.
Sometimes it happens, Brian. Nervousness. Sees Randall in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Naked for some reason.
You know how he gets with Black Eyed Peas?
Yeah, security doesn't want to touch him because he's erect.
Like when Black Eyed Peas are playing, I have my black eyed penis out.
That's right.
He always says.
That's right.
You're not streaming at all this week, right? You said?
No, because I'm coming back. I'm driving back Thursday. So
yeah, what's this whole ordeal now? You were saying something about work. What's going on?
I need to go out of town for an on-site meetup. We're gonna workshop this new project and then.
But you said the company was in another state now.
Yeah, but they're opening a Tampa. We're just getting everyone here in Tampa. Not everyone. We're getting whoever's involved here in Tampa.
You sure it's for work, man?
I hope so. I don't want to walk in there.
I've seen in a movie where they're getting a bunch of people together at one location. It's usually for annihilation.
Oh, then it's been a pleasure knowing all of you. And I'm probably going to get a bullet to the face, right?
Tuck the emergency wrench under your balls.
I want you to explain how you tucked a wrench under my balls.
So, balls wang.
Yeah.
And I put her right here between your gooch and then your ass.
Can you do that again, but shorten the wang?
So,
thank you. Thank you. That's more accurate.
Right here, like this.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. So you said what? Got a meeting for work?
Yeah. I get there Monday, then Tuesday and Wednesdays are like workshopping, getting stuff, requirements and things like that so we can start planning ahead. Thursday, I drive back. So
I'm guessing they putting you up in some sort of hotel?
Yes. That is correct, sir. So that's why I'm
they're not going to make you share a room with somebody, are they?
No. No. It's everyone who got their own rooms.
I need you to shack up with Tim.
Who's Tim? Me, big boy. He's like slobbering. I'm like, I never met this guy. He works at our company?
He's like, I sleep ass to mouth.
It's like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm the mouth.
Yeah.
Cockatoo.
Cockatoo. I am the mouth.
No coming home.
I've been working under you the whole time. I'm Anthony.
next to
Literally.
next to this wrench.
He's under your desk.
He's just hiding next to the fucking wrench. All right. I think that's it.
So I gotta stream every day then?
You don't got to do anything. I'm just saying there's nothing on my end coming up. So
Every day for this entire week I gotta stream, you're saying?
that's not what I said.
If you don't give that much pressure onto my streaming, I guess I gotta.
Okay.
I don't know what I'll do. We'll
Do
figure out
you
this
stream
entire.
from the Steam Deck?
Randall, I don't think that was English, right? Like, what happened?
I said, can you stream from the Steam Deck?
Technically, if you get not from it, actually you probably can because you could. There's Linux in the background, so you can install OBS. So technically, you can stream from it, but you can capture. If you're asking if you can capture what's on the screen, yeah, you just have to get a USB dock with an HDMI out, and then he can route it to his capture card.
I was gonna say because if you would have had yours by now, you could have like took yours there and you could have still streamed.
Yeah,
Shitting on me, huh? We don't have one. Okay.
Yeah, that's what he's flexing. He probably has one.
Oh, me? Nah, I don't have one.
He's a Bugatti for every day of the month, and like, oh, you don't have a Steam Deck?
Wild.
As he's like finished eating, so he wipes his mouth with $1 million check.
Wow.
And then rips it like whatever,
Yeah.
dude. I'll get another bag. Anywho, yeah, whatever you plan on doing is fine. I'm not.
This whole week is essentially we'll figure it out then.
Oh shit, that's true because you don't have to worry about podcasts on Monday. You don't have to do bro op on Wednesday.
So I probably won't stream the Tuesday and Thursday. Like I don't stream those days, and then just Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
There you go.
Friday, you know what I'm saying? Start streaming Friday, you know?
Yeah. I feel you.
I might do one of those days. I might stream music since I already finished the thing I'm going to post on Monday for this month, the creative thing.
Okay.
So I got to post that on Monday, and then maybe one of these days will be a music stream, and I start something else with a picture. Maybe I'll just play backlog games. Maybe I'll just play KOF. Maybe I'll just literally just turn the camera on and just stare at you for 3 hours straight. Find out together.
What you have to do is, I mean, you can simulate that, but just making a looping video. If you just like, it'll be.
I want them to know actively I'm choosing not to speak and stare at them.
Okay.
For 3 hours.
So you want it to be live, and then you're just gonna ignore everything.
And then I'm gonna have a button that switches to a scene where it's me really close to the camera just yelling, and then but it's like one frame of it and it goes back to live footage.
It'll be live Yelp. Oh, I guess before to plug this, even though it's gonna be way too fucking late because of this recording, the Dawn FM experience is tonight, this Saturday. So
How does that mean?
On Amazon Prime Video, he's gonna do some event. I don't know if he's performing after hours into the show. He's doing something.
Oh,
So I want to see what that is.
he's probably just gonna do nude bowling.
I hope so. And that's it. I don't have anything else. This episode will go up on Friday. Obviously, as like it always has. And no streams for me for the week. So I get back and it'll resume. And I got nothing else. Thank you guys for watching and listening. All right. And I got nothing else. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.